What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Coach Gary streaming the game between Paul George and the Clippers and Devin Booker and the Suns. The Suns can actually end this series with a win tonight, which means the Clippers are going to have to win to continue this series. Whichever team wins, the team that wins will go to the NBA championship series. Right? It looks as though, but I'm not quite sure, that they will be playing. Well, you know what? I'm not sure. Who knows who they'll be playing? It'll be between the Bucks and the Hawks. So, ladies and gentlemen, the stream will begin very shortly. Hang in there with me, guys. I will be right back. Wait a minute. Mr. Kevin Ridley, I just saw your name when I went off. Hey, I've been going for your boys. I've been going for them. They are playing their tails off. ATL stand up. I'm telling you, man. Like they doing the dang thing. They are doing the dang thing. And like I said, I don't know who's gonna win it. I don't know who's gonna win it because either one of those teams can come out of the East. Either one of those teams come out of the East. But I am 100% behind the Hawks. Have been since the playoffs have started. Hope Devin Book. I hope Trey can play tomorrow. But even if he doesn't play, they proved that they're going hard for it. They're trying to win this thing because he didn't play last night, and look what happened. That's what you're saying right there. Yeah, how about him? Dude, I hope they pull it out. I hope they pull it out because it will be something to see the Hawks in the final. Yeah, I could not see how. And he took that day off yesterday, and I know he was like, he probably was killing him to do that. And I was like, it ain't no way he's gonna take off this next one, you know. And yeah. So, and I hope he can be effective. I think he will be. I mean, just him being on the floor is gonna be a big lift, and the boys see him out there. So, I hope they win it, man. I hope they win it. That'd be good for the ATL. The other thing is who they're going to play when they get there. It's either Clippers or the Suns. That's why I like this year's playoffs because those the number one teams are gone. So it's like really it's going to be hard. Whoever wants it the most to win this championship this year, I think. I think any team that's in it right now could win the whole thing. Braden, what's going on? Hey, so I'm saying Them Hawks, they the closest they to the North Carolina. Plus, y'all know I always go for the quote unquote underdog. One tell you, boy, Trey Young, he stepped up. He's a all star in every sense of the word. That dude, I mean, I knew he was good, but that dude impressed me. Like you know, he's the best thing on the floor anytime he's on the floor. So yeah, it's good to see, and I hope they I hope the Hawks pull it out. I hope they pull it out. That's gonna be a game tomorrow. I tell you that. Yeah, who's gonna win tonight though? These Suns, these Suns could put it away. I don't. It don't really doesn't matter to me who wins this, but I would like to see Chris Paul, you know, get into a finals. I would like to see that. Um, I'm liking Paul George though better than I ever had. I don't know, and I don't know what it is about me. I don't know if it's people that when people get on to other people, and talk junk about them. I don't know. I want to back that guy because Paul George is out there doing his thing. So is Chris. So is So is Booker. John Paul, what's up? Hey, it's anybody's. It's anybody's. Maybe hey, they got to pull it out. They got to pull it out tonight. So oh man, this ought to be this ought to be a good game. Like you got Paul George. You know he's gonna be aggressive offensively today. He'd probably be more aggressive defensively than we've seen him all year tonight too. Which he's not a bad defender. Um, man, it's just ought to be a good game. Who else gonna step up? Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson, man. That's the other thing. Like I said, don't really care who wins this, but I like to see Reggie Jackson get a taste, man. Because Reggie was written off. I just heard was it yeah the other night they said he's playing for the veteran minimum right now, and because of what he's done this year with this team and in the playoffs, I think he's a free agent. So he'll be able to make a little money, man. I like to see them guys. It's I don't want to say down and out, but people forgotten about them a little bit. Come back and show what they can do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Mr. Ridley. I don't know if Kevin Ridley's still in here, but I hate. I don't know. How do you feel, Kelvin? Julio had to go. I hear you, man. You the next. Not okay. You the next in line. You okay? Not the next in line. You the man now. You're the man anyway, but now you really the man. They got to go through you, Big Kev. Yeah, I'm a Panthers fan. Yeah, but I think my Panthers they making some moves now. They're making a few moves. I hear you, man. I hear you. I'll be rooting for you on every catch, but at the end, I want us to win. Oh no, we trying to do a little something here on the off season. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It'll be a good one this year. I can't wait. Can't wait for the pigskin to be thrown around again. Devin Booker's gonna have to have a big game tonight. Yeah, he probably gonna. He's shooting with the mask off right now. He'll probably he might keep it off. That's the other dude who's gonna have to have a big game for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly with that defense. He score any points, that's just icing on the cake. He's like PJ Tucker for the Bucks. And DeAndre Ayton, he'll come around. He'll have a decent game tonight too. I feel. Reggie Jackson, Andrew, what's up? Mr. Ridley, you got fans all over the place. Man, let me rewind this. Let's see what the commentators say. So Jalen's going for the Clippers. Man, I think they're gonna play harder. I just think the Clippers gonna play harder because they don't want to go home right now. It's gonna be a an aggressive, high action, high energy game. I think. Game 6, Western Conference Finals. I appreciate that, Kevin Ridley. Appreciate it. Nah, you the man, but I appreciate it. Devin Booker had 31 points in Game 5. I think he's gonna shoot. He's gonna play pretty good this game.
Hey,
Hey,
appreciate it.
appreciate it,
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
Appreciate it,
Appreciate it,
man. You
man.
know
You
you
know you
welcome
welcome
anytime.
anytime,
Anytime.
anytime.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
let's
go
go,
Hawks.
Hawks.
I'm
I'm
going
going
for him.
for him.
I'm
I'm
definitely
definitely
going
going
for him
for him
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
All
All
right,
right,
this
this
game's
game's
getting
getting
ready to
ready to
start
start
here
here
very
very
shortly.
shortly. We
We could be
could be
seeing
seeing
the
the
first
first
part
part
of
of
the
the
NBA
NBA
finals,
finals,
or we can
or we
see
can
a
see a
game
game
seven.
seven. Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
is a
is a
dog,
dog,
man.
man.
Emma, how
Emma,
you
how you
doing?
doing?
Let's
Let's
go
go
Clippers.
Clippers.
Chris
Chris
Paul,
Paul,
18
18
points,
points,
18.3
18.3
points,
points,
field goal
field goal
percentage
percentage
32%.
32%.
Doesn't shoot
Doesn't shoot the
the
three
pointer
pointer
that
that
well.
well.
2 for
2 for
16.
16.
But I
But
think
I
a
think
lot
a
of
lot of
people are
people are
starting to
starting to
learn
learn
that
that
even though
even
it's
though
a
it's a
3-point
point
shooting
shooting
league,
league,
that
that
you
you
got to
got to
get
get
2
2
points too,
points
man.
too,
You got
man.
to
You
get
got to get
those
those
twos.
twos.
That's
That's
why
why
I
I
hope
hope my
Hornets
Hornets
get a
get a
quality
quality
big that
big
can
that can
score some
score some
twos.
twos.
Testing one
Testing
two.
1 2.
Testing
Testing
one two.
1 2.
All right,
All right,
maybe my
maybe my
setup is
setup is
working
working
tonight, so
tonight, so
we're gonna
we're
go.
gonna go.
We're gonna
We're gonna
go with
go
it
with it
like it's
like it's
working
working
tonight,
tonight,
baby.
baby. Ooh,
That's a
that's a
good
good
point.
point.
That's a
That's a
good
good
point,
point,
Jersey.
Jersey.
That is
That
an
is an
excellent
excellent
point.
point.
Uh,
Uh,
and
and
he's
he's
hyperextended his
hyperextended his
knee,
knee,
and
and it just and
it was
it was
pretty
pretty
bad.
bad.
So
So
I don't
I
know
don't
that.
know that
I
I
know his
know his
sore is
sore is
crap
crap
today,
today,
and
and
knowing
knowing
him,
him,
he'll
he'll
probably
probably
try to
try to
go
go
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, that's
it's gonna
it's
be
gonna be
kind. It's
kind.
gonna
It's
be
gonna be
different.
different.
He's not
He's
gonna
not
be
gonna
as
be as
effective
effective
because
because
that
that
makes your
makes your
leg
leg
weak.
weak.
That makes
That
your
makes your
leg weak.
leg weak. I
Your
mean, your
leg
leg
weak.
weak.
And
And
Giannis does
Giannis
a
does a
lot
lot
of
of
Euro
Euro
steps.
steps.
His
His
game is
game is
predicated
predicated
on
on
Euro
Euro
stepping.
stepping.
And if
And if
that
that
knee
knee
ain't
ain't
strong
strong
enough
enough
with
with
those
those
long
long
strides that he
strides that he
takes,
takes,
that's
that's
gonna be
gonna be
painful.
painful,
You
you
know.
know.
And
And
so
so
yeah.
yeah.
Now
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 will the
will the
Hawks
Hawks
do
do
what
what
Charles
Charles
and
and
Kenny
Kenny
said
said
that
that
the
the
Bucks should
Bucks
have
should have
done
done
last night?
last night?
They
You know,
were
they were
upset
upset
with
with
Charles and
Charles and
Kenny
Kenny
And
And
Shaq
Shaq
also. They
also.
were
They were
upset
upset
with
with
the
the
Bucks
Bucks
because
because
the
the
Bucks
Bucks
had
had
the
the
advantage,
advantage
and
and
they didn't
they
come
didn't come
out
out
like they
like they
thought they
thought they
should
should
and be
and be
aggressive
aggressive
and and take
and
them
take
out when
them
they
out
had
when
a
they had a
chance.
chance.
Well,
Well,
take them
take
out
them out
because
because
Devin
because
Trey
Trey
Young
Young
wasn't
wasn't
playing.
playing.
You know what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying?
saying?
So it
So it
seems like
seems
they
like
had
they
the
had the
advantage.
advantage.
So
So
can
can
Mitchell
Mitchell
get those
get those
boys? And
boys? And
he is
he is
doing a
doing a
great
great
I mean, not
not
sandwich,
sandwich,
but he's
but he's
doing a
doing a
great
great
job.
job.
He's doing
He's
a
doing a
great
great
job
job
with those
with those
guys.
guys.
Can
Can
he
he
get those
get those
boys to
boys to
come
come
out
out
and be
and be
aggressive
aggressive
and
and
take
take the
take
take
Milwaukee out
Milwaukee out
while
while
Milwaukee is
Milwaukee is
down?
down?
Because you're
Because you're
right.
right. Without getting
Giannis,
Giannis,
it's going
it's
to be
going to be
difficult.
difficult.
It's going
It's
to be
going to be
difficult.
difficult.
Middleton can
Middleton
go
can go
off,
off,
but
but
you're going to
you're
be
going to be
missing
missing
Giannis's
Giannis's
rebounds.
rebounds.
You're going
You're
to
going to
be
be
missing his
missing his
defense.
defense.
So
So
let's see what
let's see
those
what those
Hawks do
Hawks do
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
What did I
What did
say,
I say,
Mitchell?
Mitchell?
My
My
bad.
bad, my bad, people.
I know
I know
everybody
everybody on
like,
here
who
like,
the
who the
heck is
heck is
Mitchell?
Mitchell?
Nate
Nate
McMillan.
McMillan.
I'm
I'm
thinking
thinking
Sam
Sam
Mitchell.
Mitchell.
He
He
was
was
another
another NBA
NBA player.
player.
Nate
Nate
McMillan.
McMillan.
Nate
Nate
McMillan's got to
McMillan's got
get
to
the
get the
boys
boys
ready
ready
to go
to
ahead
go
and
ahead and
take this
take this
game
game
and
and
end it
end it
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Hang on.
Hang on.
All right.
All right.
I'm
I'm
continuing to
continuing to
misspeak
misspeak
here.
here.
Let's
Let's
see.
see.
All right.
All right.
It
It
won't end
won't end
tomorrow
tomorrow
anyway,
anyway,
but it's
but it's
tied up.
tied up.
All right.
All right.
It is
It is
tied
tied
up.
up.
Hawks.
Hawks,
Hawks
Hawks
two.
2,
Bucks
Bucks
two.
2.
So
So it's
still
still
anybody's
anybody's
series.
series,
All right.
right?
It's
It's
anybody's
anybody's
series.
series.
The
The
Bucks
Bucks
could have
could have
won
won
yesterday
yesterday
and
and
then
then
had
had
the
the
a
a
huge
huge
advantage,
advantage,
but they
but they
letting
letting
the
the
Hawks
Hawks
stay in
stay in
there.
there.
So
So uh,
and I'm
and I'm
going for the
going for the
Hawks
Hawks
big
big
time.
time.
I like
I
to
like
see
to see
these
the
so-called
so-called
underdogs
underdogs
end up
end
and
up and
win.
win.
And
And
and do we
and do we
think
think
that
that
these
these
guys are
guys are
going to
going to
play
play
tomorrow? If
tomorrow?
it's
If it's
tied
tied
up,
up,
if it's
if it's
tied up,
tied
you
up, you
still got
still
to
got to
think,
think,
hey,
hey,
whenever we
whenever
can
we
win
can
a
win a
game, we're
game,
going
we're
to
going
win
to
it.
win it.
But could
But could
those
those
coaches be
coaches be
thinking,
thinking,
look,
look,
let's
let's
uh,
let's keep one of our guys.
Let
Let
you know if we
if we
lose this
lose this
game
game
tomorrow
tomorrow
and
and
let
let
one of
one
those
of those
guys that's
guys is
hurt,
hurt,
either
either
be it
be it
Trey
Trey
or
or
Giannis,
Giannis,
that
that
if we
if we
lose
lose
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
uh,
uh,
we're
we're
still not
still not
out of it.
out of it.
All right,
Right? We can
give them a
give them a
little
little
more
more
rest,
rest,
and they
and
come
they
back
come
the
back the
next day
next
and
day
win
and
that,
win that one,
and
and
win
win
two in a
two in a
row.
row.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
if
that's what the
that's what the
coaches are
coaches are
thinking or
thinking or
not,
not,
but
but
it
it
could be.
could be.
You
You
know,
know,
Giannis
Giannis
probably
probably
won't
won't
play
play
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
All
All
right,
right,
that
that
means
means
The
The
Hawks should
Hawks should
take
take
advantage of
advantage
it,
of it,
win
win
that
that
game,
game,
just
just
like
like
the
the
Bucks should
Bucks
have
should have
done
done
last
last
night.
night.
Win that
Win that
game and
game
get
and
the
get the
advantage.
advantage.
Um,
Um,
but
but
then
then
Giannis will
Giannis will
probably
probably
definitely
definitely
try to
try to
go
go
in
in
Game
Game
Six.
Six.
But I don't
But I
know
don't know
what the
what the
coaches are
coaches are
thinking.
thinking.
I don't
I
know
don't
what the
know what the
medical
medical
staff
staff
is
is
thinking.
thinking.
All right,
All
it's
right, it's
9:13.
9:13.
Game was
Game was
supposed to
supposed to
start at
start at
9
9
o'clock,
o'clock,
but it
but
should
it
be
should be
starting
starting
here
here
shortly.
shortly.
All
All
right, here
right,
we
here we
go.
go.
Ball's
Ball's
tipped,
tipped,
and it
and it
goes to the
goes to the
Suns
Suns
first.
first.
Hey,
Hey,
Aiden, what's
Aiden, what's
going
going
on?
on?
And
And
they
they
start off
start
with
off
an
with an
alley
alley
oop.
oop.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson with
Jackson
the
with the
ball.
ball,
Gives it to
gives it to
Morris.
Morris.
Back to
Back to
Reggie.
Reggie. Reggie gets it
To
to
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly.
Beverly.
Puts a
Puts a
nice
nice
move on
move on
Bridges in the
Bridges in the
lane.
lane
And
and
scores.
scores.
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
gets it
gets
out
it out
to the
to the
corner to
corner to
Crowder, and he
Crowder, and he
hits a
hits a
three.
three.
Crowder is
Crowder
going
is
to
going
have
to have
to
to
shoot the
shoot the
ball
ball
well
well
tonight.
tonight.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson gets
Jackson
the
gets
ball
the
to
ball to
Paul
Paul
George.
George.
Back to
Back to
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson.
Jackson.
Back to
Back to
Morris
Morris
again.
again.
Same
Same
play.
play.
George
George
runs the
runs the
baseline. He
baseline.
hits
He
him on
hits
the
him on the
baseline.
baseline.
Nothing
Nothing
there.
there.
George going to
George
have
going
to
to
do
have to do
something with
something with
1.6 seconds
seconds
on
on
the
the
clock. He
clock. He
shoots it.
shoots it.
Shot
Shot
clock
clock
violation.
violation.
Bridges gets
Bridges
the
gets
ball
the
back
ball
to
back to
Paul. Back
Paul.
to
Back to
Bridges,
Bridges,
who
who
was
was
double
double
teamed. That
teamed. That
leaves
leaves
Booker a
Booker a
lane to
lane to
drive.
drive.
He
He
misses.
misses.
Booker
Booker
plays
plays
without the
without the
mask
mask
right
right
now.
now.
He
He
warmed up
warmed up
without it.
without it.
Paul
Paul
George has
George
the
has the
ball,
ball,
drives,
drives,
kicks it
kicks
back
it
to
back to
wide
wide
open
open
Morris.
Morris.
He
He
misses a
misses a
three.
three.
Rebound.
Rebound.
Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul.
He gets
He
to the
gets to the
corner.
corner.
The
The
corner
corner
elbow.
elbow.
He
He
misses.
misses.
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly with the
Beverly with the
ball
ball
now,
now,
coming off
coming
the
off the
baseline.
baseline.
Back to
Back to
Reggie.
Reggie.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson
Jackson
drives.
drives.
Wide
Wide
open
open
Morris.
Morris.
He
He
misses
misses
again.
again.
Booker to the
Booker to the
front of the
front of the
rim, and
rim,
it's
and it's
good.
good.
Morris
Morris
comes up a
comes up a
little
little
gimpy.
gimpy.
The
The
score is
score is
7 to
7 to
2
2
right
right
now.
now.
Phoenix
Phoenix
Suns.
Suns.
Danny the
Danny the
King, what's
King, what's
up?
up?
The
The
King is
King
in the
is in the
building.
building.
Paul
Paul
George
George
takes a
takes a
long
long
three.
three.
That's off
That's
the
off the
mark.
mark.
The
The
Suns
Suns
get the
get
ball
the
up the
ball to
court
court
quick to
quick to
Bridges.
Bridges.
Pass
Pass
by.
by.
Passes
Passes
got
got
caught by
caught by
Aiden.
Aiden.
He
He
goes up.
goes
He
up. He
misses.
misses.
Nobody's
Nobody's
hitting
hitting
shots
shots
at a
at a
great
great
rate
rate
right
right
now.
now.
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
drives
drives
again. He
again. He
scores
scores
again.
again.
What
What
you
you
know
know
about
about
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
having the
having the
highest
high
score for the
score for the
Clippers right
Clippers
now
right now
with
with
4
4
points.
points?
Chris
Chris
Paul's
Paul's
shot is
shot is
blocked.
blocked.
Paul
Paul
George brings
George
it
brings it
down, goes
down,
to the
goes to
front
the
of the
front of the
rim.
rim.
May
May
have
have
been
been
fouled a
fouled a
little bit
little
by
bit by
Crowder.
Crowder.
Wasn't
Wasn't
called, but he
called, but
gets
he
the
hits the
layup
layup
anyway.
anyway.
Score
Score
7 to
7 to
6.
6.
Suns.
Suns.
Devin
Devin
Booker
Booker
put in
put in
charge of
charge
bringing
of
the
bringing the
ball up
ball
this
up this
time.
time.
He
He
tries to
tries to
drive
drive
and
and
travels.
travels.
Took an
Took an
extra
extra
step.
step.
Good
Good
job,
job,
Danny.
Danny.
Got to do
Got to
that
do that
first.
first.
Education
Education
first.
first.
Ball
Ball
lost
lost
by
by
George.
George.
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
brings it
brings it
down, gets
down,
it to
gets it to
Bridges.
Bridges.
Bridges
Bridges
inside to
inside to
Aiden.
Aiden.
Aiden
Aiden
with
with
a
a
little
little
baby
baby
hook
hook
goes
goes
in.
in. 7 minutes and 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Beverly
and
and Beverly, Patrick Beverly
has
has
scored
scored
most of the
most of the
points
points
for
for
LA.
LA.
He has
He has
not
not
missed
missed
yet.
yet.
Two
Two
layups and a
layups and a
three.
three.
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
with his
with his
third
third
three
three
in the
in the
series, if I'm
series, if
not
I'm not
mistaken.
mistaken.
Three for 17.
3 for 17. Paul George being guarded by Bridges. He
Gets it
gets
over
it over
to
to
Reggie.
Reggie.
Morris with
Morris with
another
another
three. He's
three. He's
still
still
off.
off. Chris Paul gets it to Bridges, gets it right back to Chris Paul. Being guarded by Paul George. Screened by Aiden. Paul George crosses over. Gets it to Crowder. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Chris still has the ball in his hand. And he shoots another three and it goes in. Timeout on the court by the Clippers. 15 to 9 Phoenix Suns with 6 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Jensen, what's going on? Yeah, what's up with Lev? I hadn't seen Lev in a while, but you're welcome. So
there is
there's
a
a
timeout
timeout
on the
on the
court.
court. Yeah, check me out. Make sure I'm doing right. I think everything's cool this time.
Hey, why
Hey,
do they
why do they
call the
call the
Clippers the
Clippers the
Clippers?
Clippers?
You know,
You know,
they
they
were going
were
to
going to
call
call
themselves the
themselves the
Braves,
Braves,
but they
but
didn't
they
think
didn't
that
think
was
that was
the
the
right
right
fit
fit
for the
for the
team.
team.
They
They
ended up
ended
with
up
the
with the
Clippers
Clippers
because
because
of
because
the
of the
large
large
boats
boats
with the
with the
sails
sails
on
on
them.
them.
These are
These are
large
large
boats that
boats
are
that are
made for
made for
speed
speed
in the
in the
mid
mid
19th
19th
century.
century.
And
And
so the
so the
Clippers is
Clippers is
named
named
after
after
a
a
boat
boat,
or
a
boats,
boats,
the
the
Clippers.
Clippers.
You know
You
why
know
the
why the
Suns are
Suns are
called the
called the
Suns,
Suns,
though.
though.
Oh
Oh
man,
man,
that's
that's
bad.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry to
sorry to
hear
hear
that.
that, man.
Prayers go
Prayers
out
go
to
out to
Lev's
Lev's
family.
family.
All right,
All
hang
right, hang
on.
on.
Can you hear
Can
me
you
on
hear me
this,
on this? Come
Camille?
here. Come
Camille,
here.
on this
On
one
this one
too.
too?
All right,
All right,
thanks.
thanks.
All
All
right,
right,
let's
let's
get
get
this
this
straight.
straight.
All
All
right,
right,
we
we
are
are
we're
we're
back
back
and we're
and we're
back
back
to
to
live
live
action this
action this
time,
time,
Coach
Coach
Gary.
Gary.
So the
So the
score
score
is
is
15
15
13.
13.
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
just
just
picks up
picks
an
up an
offensive
offensive
foul
foul
from
from
Devin
Devin
Booker.
Booker.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
thinks he's the
thinks he's the
best
best
defender in
defender in
the
the
NBA.
NBA.
That's
That's
why
why
he's a
he's a
great
great
defender.
defender.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson
Jackson
putting the
putting the
moves on
moves on
Bridges,
Bridges,
loses the
loses the
ball,
ball,
gets it
gets it
back,
back,
shoots
shoots
off
off
the
the
mark,
mark,
rebound
rebound
Aiden,
Aiden,
out to
out to
Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul.
Chris
Chris
Paul's hit
Paul's hit
two
two
threes in
threes
this
in this
game.
game.
Gets
Gets
it
it
down low to
down low to
Aiden, who
Aiden, who
loses
loses
it,
it,
gets it
gets it
back,
back,
baby
baby
hook
hook
again.
again.
It's
It's
good.
good.
17
17
13,
13,
ladies and
ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen.
What's up,
What's up,
Daniel?
Daniel?
You
You
doing all
doing all
right
right
tonight?
tonight
Or
or
today?
today?
Depends on
Depends
where
on
you
where you
are.
are.
Welcome to
Welcome
the
to the
channel.
channel.
Crowder
Crowder
shoots a
shoots a
three.
three.
He's
He's
off the
off the
mark.
mark.
Rebound
Rebound
Morris. He
Morris. He
gets it
gets it
out
out
to
to
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly.
Beverly.
4
4
minutes and
minutes and
47
47
seconds
seconds
left on the
left on the
clock.
clock.
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
drives
drives
again.
again.
Gets it
Gets it
back
back
out to
out to
Morris.
Morris.
Swings it
Swings
over
it
to
over to
Paul
Paul
George.
George.
Paul
Paul
George with
George with
Bridges on
Bridges
him.
on him.
Shoots
Shoots
over him.
over him.
Thought he
Thought he
got
got
fouled.
fouled.
Rebound.
Rebound.
Terrence
Terrence
Mann
Mann
came there
came
to get
there
a
to get a
rebound
rebound
and
and
got
got
tied
tied
up.
up.
Need to
Need
hit
to
the
hit the
studio. What
studio.
are you
What are you
working
working
on?
on
There,
there,
Daniel.
Daniel?
Jump
Jump
ball.
ball.
The
The
Suns
Suns
get it.
get it.
4
4
minutes and
minutes and
21
21
seconds
seconds
left
left
in the
in the
first
first
quarter.
quarter.
Bridges
Bridges
wide
wide
open.
open.
Oh,
Oh,
he
he
drops it
drops it
off
off
to
to
Aiden, and
Aiden, and
he
he
hits the
hits the
two.
two.
Aiden
Aiden
having a
having a
good
good
game
game
right
right
now
now
tonight.
tonight.
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
gets the
gets the
ball to
ball to
Jackson,
Jackson,
shoots a
shoots a
long
long
three,
three,
and it's
and it's
good.
good.
And
And
Jackson
Jackson
has hit
has hit
more
more
threes in
threes
the
in the
playoffs than
playoffs than
anyone.
anyone.
Bridges
Bridges
moving
moving
really
really
well
well
without the
without the
ball.
ball.
They get
They
it
get
down
it
to
on the
Andre.
Andre.
Jackson
Jackson
dislodges the
dislodges the
ball
ball
from
from
Aiden.
Aiden
And
and
Phoenix
Phoenix
fouls on
fouls
the
on the
play.
play.
That
That
foul was
foul was
on
on
Payne.
Payne.
Okay.
Okay.
From the
On the
band,
band,
why
why
don't
don't
we
we
working
working
on
on
your
your
hot
hot
seat
sick
tracks?
tracks?
Your
Your
new
new
hot
hot
seat
sick
tracks. All
tracks. All
right.
right.
I'll get
I'll
a
get a
chance.
chance
If you
if you
come
come
back
back
uh, and
and
visit,
visit.
I'll get a
I'll get a
chance to
chance to
listen to
listen
them.
to him.
I'll
I'll
put your
put
name
your
on my
name on my
phone
phone
and look
and
up
look
your
up your
channel
channel
anyway.
anyway.
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
brings the
brings the
ball
ball
down,
down,
gets it to
gets it to
Paul
Paul
George.
George.
Back to
Back to
Patrick. He
Patrick. He
swings it
swings
out
it
to
out to
Batum.
Batum.
Two
Batum
misses the
misses the
three.
three.
Rebound
Rebound
Aiden.
Aiden.
Devin
Devin
Booker with
Booker
the
with the
ball in his
ball in his
hands
hands
right
right
now.
now.
They are
They are
looking for
looking
the
for the
big
big
man,
man,
and
and
he
he
is
is
delivering
delivering
Aiden with
Aiden with
another
another
score.
score,
23 to
23 to
20.
20.
2 minutes
2
and
minutes and
32
32
seconds
seconds
left.
left.
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
thinks
thinks
about
about
driving.
driving.
He's
He's
complaining
complaining
about a
about a
foul.
foul.
He
He
did make
did
a
make
heck
a
of a
heck of a
move.
move.
Kawhi
Kawhi
Leonard on
Leonard
the
on the
bench
bench
tonight.
tonight. So there's a timeout on the court.
Everyone,
Everyone,
thanks
thanks
for
for
joining me
joining me
tonight.
tonight.
Hey,
Hey,
if
if
you
you
don't
don't
mind,
mind,
go
go
click
click
that
that
like
like
button
button
because
because
it
it
helps
helps
me
me
out.
out,
It helps
helps
my
my
channel
channel
out.
out.
It helps
Helps
that
that algorithm
algorithm
find
find
me.
me.
Uh,
I'll
I'll
say
say
this
this
several
several
times
times
tonight.
tonight.
I
I
do
do
more
more
than
than just
just my
my
little
little
commentary
commentary
here.
here.
I've
I've
got
got
a
a
whole
whole
channel
channel
with
with
different
different
things
things
on.
on.
Now,
Now,
you
you
young
young
guys
guys
might
might
not
not
like a
like
lot
a
of
lot of
how-to
how-to
things,
things,
but
but
I
I
try to
try
do
to
some
do some
how-to
how-to
things that
things
could
that could
be
be
helpful to
helpful to
you
you
in the
in the
future.
future.
And there's
And
going
there's
to be
going to be
more
more
things
things
on
on
there,
there,
more to
more to
come.
come.
So
So
go
go
check me
check
out.
me out.
Give me
Give
that
me that
like
like
tonight,
tonight,
and I
and I
appreciate it.
appreciate it.
Let's take
Let's
a
take a
look
look
at
at
the
the
box
box
scores
scores
tonight.
tonight.
All right, let's
All right,
take a
let's
look
take a
at the
look at the
full
full
box
box
scores.
scores.
Crowder
Crowder
has
has
3 points.
3 points.
Bridges
Bridges
has
has
2.
2.
Aiton
Aiton
has
has
8
8
points.
points.
They are
They are
really
really
feeding
feeding
Aiton
Aiton
down
down
there.
there.
Paul,
Paul,
this is
this is
Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul.
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
has
has
6
6
points.
points.
Booker
Booker
has
has
4.
4.
And
And
Payne has
Payne has
not
not
scored yet.
scored yet.
He's the
He's the
only
only
one
one
that's come
that's
off
come
the
off the
bench
bench
so
so
far
far
for the
for the
Suns. For
Suns.
the
For the
Clippers,
Clippers,
Morris has
Morris has
2
2
points.
points.
Beverly
Beverly
has
has
7
7
points.
points.
He's
He's
actually
actually
leading
leading
all
all
scorers for the
scorers for the
Clippers.
Clippers.
Jackson has
Jackson has
5
5
points.
points.
Paul
Paul
George has
George has
4
4
points.
points.
Terrence
Terrence
Mann has
Mann
not
has not
scored yet.
scored
And
yet, and
Batum has
Batum has
2.
2.
The team
Team
stats
stats
should
should
not be
not be
full right
full
now,
right
but we
now,
can
but we can
still take
still
a
take a
look at
look
them.
at them.
Everybody,
Everybody,
even though
even
it
though it
doesn't
doesn't
look
look
like
like
they are
they are
filling
filling
up
up
the
the the
scoring
scoring
column, the
column, the
field goal
field goal
column,
column,
the
the
field
field
goals
goals
don't
don't
look
look
bad. The
bad. The
percentages
percentages
don't
don't
look
look
bad.
bad.
The
The
Suns are
Suns are
shooting at
shooting at
62%,
62%,
and the
and the
Clippers
Clippers
shooting at
shooting at
52%.
52%.
That will
That will
probably
probably
not
not
last for
last for
either
either
team.
team.
The
The
3 point
three-point
percentages
percentages
are
are
uh,
uh,
the
the
Suns
Suns
60,
60,
Clippers
Clippers
25.
25.
Free
Free
throws,
throws,
nobody
nobody
shooting free
shooting free
throws
throws
yet.
yet.
And we'll
And we'll
go
go
all the
all the
way
way
down
down
to
to
turnovers.
turnovers.
It's
It's
3 to
3 to
2.
2.
3 to
3 to
2.
2.
The
The
Clippers
Clippers
have are the
are the
better out
better
of
out of
that.
that.
Because of the
Because of the
turnovers,
turnovers,
you
you
want
want
to
to
make
make
sure
sure
you
you
have
have
the
the
least
least
amount of
amount of
turnovers.
turnovers.
So the
So the
Clippers have
Clippers have
2.
2, and
The
the
Suns have
Suns have
3.
3.
Back to
Back to
live
live
action.
action.
Whoa,
Whoa,
next
next
One
One
Direction.
Direction.
That's
That's
big
big
words.
words.
Big
Big
shoes to
shoes to
fill.
fill.
All
All
right,
right,
back to
back to
live
live
action.
action.
Jackson
Jackson
shoots a
shoots a
3. He
3. He
misses.
misses.
The
The
Suns
Suns
bring the
bring the
ball
ball
down
down
with
with
2
2
minutes on
minutes
the
on the
clock.
clock.
Cameron
Cameron
Payne
Payne
tries to do
tries
a
to do a
left
left
hand
hand
layup,
layup,
and
and
Morris
Morris
throws it
throws it
out.
out.
He
He
lets
lets
the
the
crowd
crowd
know
know
about it.
about it.
Devin
Devin
Booker
Booker
backing
backing
Batum
Platoon
down. He
down. He
shoots
shoots
over him.
over
He
him. He
misses.
misses.
Jackson
Jackson
gets the
gets the
rebound. He's
rebound. He's
bringing it
bringing it
down.
down. He
Gets it
gets
to
it to
put
put
to
to
Platoon
Platoon
to
to
Morris.
Morris.
Back to
Back to
Kennard.
Kennard.
Morris.
Morris.
Baby
Baby
Hook
Hook
misses.
misses.
Cameron
Cameron
Payne
Payne
shoots a
shoots a
long
long
3, and
three,
it's
and it's
good.
good.
Cameron
Cameron
Payne can
Payne can
score,
score,
guys. You know
guys. You
what he
know what he
did?
did?
Was it
Was it
3
3
games
games
ago?
ago?
Scores
Scores
20
20
to
to
26.
26.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Kennard,
Kennard,
wide
wide
open
open
3. He
three. He
misses.
misses.
Rebound.
Rebound.
Devin
Devin
Booker.
Booker.
Pulls
Pulls
up
up
at the
at the
elbow,
elbow,
and it's
and it's
good.
good.
1
1
minute, 3
minute, 3
seconds left
seconds
on the
left on the
clock.
clock.
Phoenix is
Phoenix
up
is
by
up by
8.
8.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson
Jackson
brings the
brings the
ball
ball
down.
down,
Gets it
gets it
back
back
to
to
Boogie.
Boogie.
And
And
Cousins
Cousins
hits a
hits a
3.
3.
That's
That's
not a
not a
surprise.
surprise.
Cousins,
Cousins,
he's a
he's a
3. He
3.
can
He can
shoot the
shoot the
3.
3.
Before he
Before
got
he got
hurt,
hurt,
that's what
that's
he
what he
did. He would
did. He would
shoot the
shoot the
3.
3. Well, he actually,
That
that
big
big
man
man did
did everything.
everything.
So
So
I'm
I'm
glad to
glad
see
to
him
see him
back
back
playing
playing
well.
well.
Devin
Devin
Booker
Booker
left
left
wide open
wide
at the
open at
top
the
of the
top of the
key.
key.
He
He
sinks
sinks
it.
it.
Another
Another
3.
3.
Ball's
Balls
in
in
the
the
Kennard.
canard.
Down to
Down to
Reggie.
Reggie.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson
Jackson
looks for
looks
a
for a
3.
3.
And
And
he
he
hits
hits
it.
it.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson
Jackson
has the
has the
best
best
percentage of
percentage of
anybody in the
anybody in the
playoffs right
playoffs right
now.
now.
31 26.
31-26.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
And the
And the
Suns are
Suns are
taking the
taking
air
the
out of
air
the
out of the
ball right
ball right
now with
now with
20
20
seconds
seconds
left.
left.
Payne.
Payne,
What a
what a
play.
play.
Payne gets
Payne
the
gets
ball
the
to
ball to
Booker
Booker
outside the
outside the
3. He
3. He
throws it
throws it
down to
down to
Big
Big
Aiden,
Aiden,
who
who
lays it
lays it
in.
in.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson.
Jackson,
Screen
screen
set.
set.
I think there
Think
was a
there was a
foul
foul
called on
called
the
on the
Suns.
Suns.
There's
There's
5.7
5.7
seconds
seconds
left
left
in the
in the
first
first
quarter.
quarter.
Yeah,
Yeah, two
two guys
guys
closed
closed
out
out
on
on
Booker.
Booker.
Actually,
Actually, it was
three
three
guys were
guys were
headed
headed
out
out
there,
there,
and he
and he
just
just
got the
got the
ball
ball
down.
down.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson
Jackson
has the
has the
ball with
ball with
4
4
seconds on the
seconds on the
clock. He
clock. He
goes to the
goes to the
front of
front
the
of the
rim.
rim.
Is
Is
blocked out
blocked
of
out of
bounds.
bounds.
Still
Still
Clipper
Clipper
ball.
ball.
Paul
Paul
George is
George is
not on
not
the
on the
floor at
floor
this
at this
point.
point.
Nick
Nick
Batum, the
Batum, the
trigger.
trigger.
He
He
gets it
gets it
in.
in.
Cousins
Cousins
gets it
gets it
off in
off in
time, and
time,
it's
and it's
good
good
off the
off the
backboard.
backboard.
3-point
3-point
shot.
shot.
So
So
the
the
score
score
after the
after the
first
first
quarter
quarter
is
is
33-29
33-29
off of
off of
Boogie
Boogie
Cousins.
Cousins.
Step
Step
back,
back,
bank,
bank,
shot,
shot,
three-pointer
three-pointer
with
with
1
1
second
second
left on
left
the
on the
clock.
clock.
So
So
there's
there's
a
a
timeout
timeout
on the
on the
court.
court.
If you looking at Coach Gary's videos and you didn't like, what's going on, man? That's rude, man. Go like the video right now. Go get out of here. All right,
All
what
right,
we
what we
got
got
here,
here,
ladies and
ladies and
gentlemen,
gentlemen,
is
is
a
this
this
could
could be
be
the
the
deciding
deciding
game.
game.
Uh,
Uh,
if
if
the
the
Phoenix
Phoenix
Suns
Suns
win,
win,
the
the
Phoenix
Phoenix
Suns
Suns
win
win
this
this
game.
game,
That's
that's
it.
it.
They are
They are
in.
in.
They're in the
They're in the
finals.
finals.
This
This
this is
this
my
is
this is my
this is my
Kevin
Kevin
Sam's
Sam's
angle right
angle
here.
right here now.
Um,
Um,
if the
if the
Phoenix
Phoenix
Suns
Suns
win
win
tonight,
tonight,
that's
that's
it.
it.
They are
They are
in.
in.
Uh,
Uh,
which
which
means
means
that
that
the
the
Clippers
Clippers
have to
have to
win
win
tonight
tonight
to
to
continue this
continue this
series.
series.
Uh,
Uh,
I
I
think they're
think they're
playing at
playing
that
at that
level. I
level. I
think they're
think they're
playing at that
playing that
level. I
level.
don't
I
know.
don't know.
I
I
guess
guess
once
once
that
that
mid
mid
third
third
quarter and
quarter
that
and that
fourth
fourth
quarter get
quarter get
here,
here,
depending on
depending
what
on
the
what the
score is,
score
they'll
is, they'll
start
start
laying it
laying it
all on the
all on the
line
line
there.
there.
I can
I can
also
also
see
see
if
if the
the Suns
Suns
happen to
happen to
start
start
pulling
pulling
away,
away,
I can
I
see
can see
things
things
getting
getting
what we
what
call
we
a
call
little
a little
chippy,
chippy,
getting a little
getting a little
chippy out
chippy out
there,
there,
where the
where the
Suns are
Suns are
like, well,
like,
you
well,
know
you
what,
know what,
we're
we're
going
going
home,
home,
so we're
so
gonna
we're
let
gonna
you
let you
guys
guys
feel it.
feel it.
If we're
If
gonna
we're
go
gonna go
home, we
home,
ain't
we ain't
going
going
home
home
without a
without a
fight.
fight.
And I'm
And I'm
talking a
talking a
literal
literal
fight.
fight.
Well, let's
But
just
let's
hope
just
it
hope it
doesn't get
doesn't
to
get to
that
that
point.
point.
Uh, I,
I
I just
just
I
I
see the
see the
Clippers
Clippers
putting the
putting the
defense
defense
on
on I see Patrick Beverly getting the guys pumped up to play or riled up to play better defense. Uh, Paul George, I think Paul George has been aggressive offensively the whole series, right? The whole playoffs. That's just what I see. Some commentators, some of the professionals, they talk junk after every game and they say they just don't see it. They haven't seen it out of him every game. Well, I have. Now, if he's off one game and not scoring one game, that doesn't mean he's not being aggressive. Um, Patrick Beverly has been going 100% the whole playoff. Morris has been doing a good job shooting. Right now, tonight, he's not shooting very well, but, the game just started, just begun. So, like I always say, this is an NBA game. This is an NBA game, so you do not know what's going to happen until the game is over. All right, you got to play the whole game. Lev, what's going on, man? Hey, prayers go out to your to you and your family, man. I heard you had a loss, so I just want to make sure you heard that from me. And glad to see you back. All right, Clippers get the ball and they are fouled. They're fouled, so Boogie Cousins goes to the free throw line. He hits the first and the second. It's a 2-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter just started. Chris Paul brings the ball down the court, gets it to Cameron Payne. He shoots it and rolls it over the front of the rim, and it's good. The Suns have a few subs in. Terrence Mann has the ball. He has not scored for the Clippers yet. They get it back down to Boogie Cousins, being guarded by Serge. He goes right to the basket on him and misses, but Terrence Mann with the rebound puts it back. Don't get a foul on that. Chris Paul directing traffic, gets it to Payne. Payne comes off the screen. Serge looking to get it to Chris Paul and not looking for his offense. Now Serge has a wide open three. Good. Okay, Daniel, my bad. I didn't see this. Listen to our new track, Lotus. Lotus in. Your mind will be mine. I'm gonna check that out there. So listen, is it okay? Listen to our. Is it under your name, Daniel? I'll find it. I'll just type in Lotus in. Paul George shoots. He misses. Score is 40-35, ladies and gentlemen. Phoenix in the lead with 10 minutes left. Nader does a Euro step. He loses the ball, but the Suns get it back. Paul George gets it back to Serge. Another three. Good. Sarge. Paul George brings the ball down the court between the legs. Screen set by Morris. Paul George drives, kicks the ball out and turns it over. Thought he got fouled. I like Paul George when he does get fouled or thinks he gets fouled. He just looks at the ref. He doesn't go over there every time and complain. So you never see him like not getting back on defense if he thinks he didn't get a call. Got to keep playing. Chris Paul gets to the elbow. He usually shoots it there, and he does. He's off the mark, being guarded by Boogie Cousins. Paul gets the rebound back. Cameron Artis Payne drives, left hand scoop shot, good. And Teron Lue has to call a timeout. LA has to call a timeout with a 10-point lead by the Suns. So there is another timeout on the floor.
The
The Clippers trying to figure out the Suns right now. Suns seem to be scoring at will. Um, I think Paul George again. Paul George is being aggressive, but he's got to. Somebody else is going to have to step up for them because I think one of the Suns' defensive strategies is we are not going to let Paul George beat us. Paul George is going to get his points, but we're not going to let him beat us. So if he drives and we have to put three people on him to stop him, we're going to stop him from getting to the rim. He's going to have to kick it out to somebody else, and somebody else is going to have to. They're going to have to make that shot before we adjust. So Paul George has got to figure that out really quick. I know he's going to be aggressive offensively, but if he drives and they close out on him, he's got to get to the open guy. That guy, he's got to trust his teammate to hit the shot. That's all it is to it. If he doesn't trust today, the Clippers will not win. And he can't say in his mind, hey, I didn't pass it out there because I'm supposed to be the man and I didn't trust them to score. That's basketball. You double team, get the ball to the open shot. Get the ball to the open shooter, and they got to knock it down. And I would say, I'm not worried about Paul George. I'm worried about what people will say, but he does listen. He said he heard what LeBron James said, so he's listening to certain people. Bridges has 2 points. Paul has 8. Cirque has 3 points, and Payne has 7. That's for the Suns. For the Clippers, Paul George has 4 points. Mann has 2. Batum has 2. Cousins has 10. And Kennard has not scored yet. Back to live action. Morris with the ball. He drives, throws it up. He's fouled on the play. All right, I got you, Daniel. Why don't we? Lotus Inn by Why Don't We? Gotcha. Billy Crystal. The stars are out in California. Morris hits his free throws. The score is 45-36. Bridges turns around, shoots it at the elbow. He misses. Rebound Morris. Paul George brings the ball down the court. He's being guarded by Craig. They get the ball back down to Paul George. He drives. Got to find an open man. He does. Terrence Mann. He misses. Paul George gets to the front of the rim. And he hits it. Thought he might have gotten fouled. Sarge gets the ball. Reverse. Spin move, not a reverse. But he's fouled on the play. Foul by Morris. And to him, it is unbelievable. I could not have fouled him. Oh! He might be right, ladies and gentlemen. He may have gotten a little bit of the side of the face there, but he got a lot of basketball, too. So, Sark at the free throw line, he misses the first. 45-38, 8 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half. Yeah, it'd be cool to know. Daniel, how you guys came up with the name? Why don't we? Chris Paul, excuse me, that is Morris. Morris shoots over Chris Paul and scores. Craig gets the ball into Chris Paul, sets the screen on Mann. Mann guarding Chris Paul. Sarge sets the screen. They switch. They get the ball down to Sarge, who hesitates. Beverly rips the ball out, gets it to Morris, make the right decision. They give it to Nick Batum. Alley-oop, he misses the alley-oop layup. Okay, Devin Booker may have been able to take a three. He kicked it off. He kicked it out to Craig, who missed the three. Beverly with a heck of a defensive play. And just like if the Clippers have one more guy that decides he wants to play defense like Beverly, it'll be over. Beverly brings the ball down. He's fouled, going to the basket. Was that on the floor? I think it was on the floor, so he doesn't get free throws. Thanks for the three guys, or two guys right now. They're in the stream. I appreciate you guys so very much being here. Hit that like button. All right, so the Clippers score. I think that was a three. But then Chris Paul comes right back down and gets a 2-point basket. Nick Batum gets the ball outside the 3-point line. Does not even look for a shot. Beverly with the moves I never knew he had, and he takes Chris Paul to the basket and scores. Talks a little junk to him. Crowder with three, he misses, and Crowder, I think, was accidentally trips Platoon going up the floor. No, Patrick Beverly had these moves. Okay, Patrick Beverly. And then talk junk to him. Woo! Put it on him. Crowder is, he's a little sneaky rascal. It's not the only time he's getting they've had to go to the replay to see if he did something that was flagrant. He probably did. He probably tripped him. It could be instigating. Let's see about this one. Crowder shoots, thinks he gets fouled, no foul called, and he grabs his leg. Sure does. He did. He's close to a foul. Crowder does things like that. He may have gotten fouled too. Boy, that's an ugly color for a sneaker. Platoon put a little bit of extra theatrics in there too. All right, 48-45. Nick Platoon on the free throw line. He hits the first. Nick Platoon hits both. It's a 1-point game. The Suns were up by 10. 6 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock. Chris Paul pulls another three. He's off the mark this time. Nick Platoon with the rebound. Gets it out to Reggie Jackson. Down low to Morris, who had Chris Paul on him, but then Devin Booker came to help. They switch. Patrick Beverly shoots a three. He misses. And I think Crowder is fouled this time by man. 48-47. That's a heck of a story right there. And Patrick Beverly fouls Chris Paul. Just a common aggressive foul. It was a reach. He knew it. Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly with the dunk. Devin Booker with the dunk. 3-point lead. Patrick Beverly has the ball with Chris Paul guarding. He gets to DeMorris. Reggie Jackson draws a foul on Devin Booker and hits the 2-pointer. You fouled him. The only thing you could even have a question about is the follow through. I mean, the continuation. Reggie Jackson can tie it up right here, ladies and gentlemen, and he does. 5 minutes and 4 seconds left before halftime. Payne brings the ball down. He goes by Terrence Mann, pulls it back out. Crowder with the ball. Shoots, try to draw a foul, but Ayton gets the ball back to Crowder. Good. Reggie Jackson gets the ball, brings it up the court quickly. None of his teammates under the basket yet. Swings it to Paul George. Man tries to set a screen for him. I move the ball, baby. Chris Paul shoots the ball under duress. Misses. Artist Payne with the ball. Picks his dribble up, gets it gets it back and shoots a three. It's off the mark. Rebound. Reggie Jackson bringing the ball with his head up, gets it to George in the corner. Patrick Beverly drives and he is fouled. He is fouled on the play, ladies and gentlemen. Lev, if you're talking to me, I haven't heard from Mackenzie Soul in a while. Patrick Beverly draws a foul. He goes to the free throw line. He hits his first. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. 53-51. Phoenix. Patrick Beverly hits both. Booker being guarded by Beverly. Booker scores, but I don't think Beverly was the one who fouled him. Booker scores. Scores the free throw. Reggie Jackson brings the ball down court. Head up looking to set up a play. He gets it to Paul George. And Paul George drives, kicks it across court. Terrence Mann turns down the three. Gets it back out. Reggie has to shoot a long one. He misses. Good defense by the Suns. Cameron Artist Payne gets the ball to Devin Booker. And Devin Booker misses. But there was a loose ball, and the ball goes out of bounds on the Clippers' Suns ball. Yeah, Lev, I hadn't seen or heard from Mackenzie Soul in a while. He could be working on some things, though. Studio-wise or music-wise. Cameron Payne gets the ball into Crowder, hits a quick layup. Six-point lead. Patrick Beverly has the ball in the corner. He drives out to the front of the rim. Right hand layup. Misses. Devin Booker pulls up at the 3-point line. He's off the mark, but I think there's a foul on the play. 2 minutes and 51 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen. And there's a timeout on the floor. I am pretty sure this game is going to get a little bit chippy. I'm pretty sure.
If Philly Garcia listened to those who rejected him, he never would have made a name for himself, finding out some of the biggest names in pro sports. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes him lion. Modelo, root for those without fighting spirit.
Remember when driving was fun? It was an act of freedom, an inspiration. Somewhere along the line, cars just got boring. You deserve a car that thrills you. Like sports cars with blue pedals, trucks that take you to incredible places, colorful crossovers, and cars loaded with technology. And there's a car company that believes that too. One that has been delivering thrills for over 80 years. This is the new Nissan. Let's play hide and seek.
The body has decomposed.
How quickly can that happen?
7 years.
But she just died.
What's happening to us?
Every half hour is equivalent to 1 year of our lives.
You have wrinkles.
Where are the kids? He was 6 years old this morning.
We're running out of time.
Oh, I hope you date her till my 23rd.
Is there something I can do for you?
Speak to Ms. Forward. We work together, it's urgent.
All you need to do is get the document.
No slip up the work.
Who set me up, Jim?
Well, I guess that's questionable.
I'm gonna get what's mine.
All right. Thanks for that, Danny. Thanks for that update on McKenzie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining the stream tonight. If you haven't hit that like button, please go hit that like button. If you haven't shared me out, you know some guys not doing anything tonight, go share me out. Tell them to come drop by the stream for a while.
Receive that award by UCAP. This is an honor. I'm lost for words with that right now.
Now Carmelo Anthony, the NBA's inaugural winner of the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award. As winner of the award, Carmelo Anthony selected the Portland Art Museum's Black Arts and Experiences Initiative to receive a $100,000 contribution. Bravo to Carmelo Anthony.
All right, so the score is 58-52 right now. Jay Crowder at the line for the Phoenix Suns with 2 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock before halftime. Jay Crowder hits his first free throw.
That's the latest the team committed a foul in the last 25 years of playoff basketball. The referee continues to amaze us with his work.
Crowder hits both. Jackson gets the ball in, but he gives it right back to Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly now gets it back to Reggie Jackson. They set up a play. Morris looks at the three, turns.
Pulls up at the top of the key and it's good.
Now he pulled up at the top.
Crowder
gets the ball in to Cameron Payne. Paul George guarding him. Screen set by Aiden. Payne all the way to the basket. Right hand layup is off the mark. But I think Paul George touches the ball while he was standing out of bounds. Or was that Morris? Anyway, they say the Clippers touched the ball. Ooh. But if you look at the replay, it doesn't look like they touched it. May give them a little time mopping the floor to look at it. But I don't think they're going to challenge. Payne gets the ball in the Crowder, shoots a three. Good. I said earlier, Jay Crowder's going to have to score, and he's scoring. Reggie Jackson gets the ball to Morris. Morris looks at the three. He takes the three, and he makes the three. 1 minute, 53 seconds left on the clock. 63-57. Phoenix Suns. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Phoenix Suns win this game. It is over. Phoenix Suns go to the championship. Well, not the championship, but championship series. Reggie Jackson, long three off the mark. Rebound Craig. Gets the ball to Cameron Payne. They get that to Booker, who shoots. And off the mark tip, still off the mark, still fighting for it. Boy, still fighting for it. And Ayton finally got the ball. It looked like he had a wide open dunk. And Patrick Beverly comes over the top. And he's fouled. But he's still on the floor. It was a pretty hard foul. But he hit the ball. Yeah, he'll probably go flagrant, but he was going for the ball. He hit the ball. He just hit. Yeah, he just hit my man's head. Lewis, what's going on, young man? Hadn't heard from you in a while. Hope you're doing all right.
You should be the last person on earth to call me straight.
All right, so they're reviewing this to see if Patrick Beverly is going to get a flagrant foul, because he did foul a little hard, but he hit the ball first. I think Aiden caught the elbow a little bit. And because it was a wind up, sort of.
And I think, in my opinion, this would be a flagrant one because of the wind-up and then hitting in the head.
It's going to be Beverly's second foul, regardless whether it's a common foul or the flagrant.
Man, I guess you got to call a foul on that. It was pretty hard. He knew he fouled him. He raised his hand. But Aiden hurt. Aiden felt it. He's gonna have a sore neck tomorrow. Aiden doesn't even know. Ooh, common foul. Because all he was doing was going for the ball. He caught him with the elbow a little bit, but he wasn't trying. He wasn't trying to hit Aiden. It's common foul. Aiden Misses the first free throw. He's probably still a little dazed.
Booker wanting to talk to John Gold. I like Booker's poise, though. He's not being enticed into the back and forth. And we've seen historically great players get enticed with the back and forth.
And
And
Aiden
Aiden
misses
misses
both.
both.
Yes, now they can get feedback from those in the replay, but it's the officials on the floor that call the flagrant fouls. Coming up on the minute remaining here in the second.
Hey,
Hey,
that's
that's
cool,
cool,
Lewis.
Lewis.
You're
You're
busy,
busy,
man.
man.
I
I
appreciate you
appreciate you
showing up
showing up
tonight,
tonight,
though.
though.
Quiet here in the first half. Jackson.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson
Jackson
shoots a
shoots a
three
three
way
way
off.
off.
Good first half for Crowder.
Rebound
Rebound
Crowder
Crowder
and
and
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
brings the
brings the
ball
ball
up
up
the
the
court
court
with
with
45
45
seconds
seconds
left
left
in the
in the
half.
half.
Score
Score
63-57.
63-57.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, the
Phoenix, the
number
number
two
two
team in the
team in the
West.
West.
And
And
LA, the
LA, the
number
number
four
four
team.
team.
Aiden gets
Aiden
the
gets the
rebound.
rebound.
They get
They
it
get it
out to
out to
Crowder,
Crowder,
who's
who's
feeling
feeling
it.
it.
He
He
hits
hits
another
another
three.
three.
16 points here in the first half.
Can
Can
Crowder
Crowder
continue in the
continue in the
second
second
half,
half,
though?
though?
Offensively, using that size and crashing the offensive ball.
Paul
Paul
George
George
brings the
brings the
ball up the
ball up the
court. He
court. He
walks it
walks it
up with
up with
15
15
seconds
seconds
left
left
in the
in the
half.
half.
12
12
seconds
seconds
left to
left to
shoot.
shoot.
Second difference between shot clock.
Craig
Craig
guarding
guarding
him. He
him. He
doesn't get
doesn't
rid
get
of the
rid of the
ball.
ball.
He's going
He's
to
going to
hold it
hold
to
it
the
to the
last
last
second.
second.
Step
Step
back.
back.
Three.
Three.
Off
Off
the
the
mark.
mark.
Rebound,
Rebound,
Aiden.
Aiden.
And the
And the
first
first
half is
half is
over,
over,
ladies and
ladies and
gentlemen.
gentlemen. 66
66-57.
57.
Including 10 of 17. Got the turn at halftime coming up. One half to the finals. At least for Phoenix. Meanwhile, for the Clippers, get the victory and force a game 7. Maria, Jalen, Jay, and Mo. All here at the Staples Center. Some unexpected
66
57.
57.
Crowder. Meanwhile, Devin Booker also with 14
And
points.
your
And your
scores
scores
are
are
for the
for the
Suns.
Suns.
Jay
Jay
Crowder
Crowder
leading the
leading the
Suns with
Suns with
16
16
points.
points.
He's
He's
been
been
shooting
shooting
that
that
three
three
pretty
pretty
good
good
tonight. I
tonight. I
said he
said
would
he would
have to
have to
do it.
do it.
And
And
Devin
Devin
Booker is
Booker
going
is
to
going to
have to
have a
pretty
pretty
good
good
game
game,
too.
too.
Uh,
Uh,
Bridges
Bridges
has
has
2
2
points.
points.
Aiden
Aiton
has
has
10
10
points.
points.
They were
They were
feeding
feeding
Aiden.
Aiton. He had
He
he
was the
was the
leading
leading
scorer
scorer
for
for
the
the
Suns there
Suns
for
there
a
for a
while.
while.
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
has
has
10
10
points.
points.
Devin
Devin
Booker
Booker
has
has
14.
14.
Sark
Sark
came off
came
the
off the
bench and
bench
put
and
in
put in
7.
7.
And
And
Payne
Payne
also
also
has
has
7
7
points.
points.
For the
For the
Clippers,
Clippers,
Morris
Morris
has
has
13
13
points.
points.
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly,
Beverly,
yes,
yes,
Patrick
Patrick
Beverly
Beverly
has
has
11
11
points.
points.
He was
He was
also the
also the
leading
leading
scorer
scorer
for
for
the
the
Clippers
Clippers
there
there
for a
for a
while.
while.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson has
Jackson has
11
11
points.
points.
Paul
Paul
George
George
only
only
has
has
6.
6.
He's going
He's
to
going
have
to
to
have
be
to
a
be a
distributor.
distributor.
If he
If he
keeps
keeps distributing,
assisting the
assisting the
ball,
ball,
and
and
getting
getting
rebounds,
rebounds,
his
his
points will
points will
come. He
come. He
just
just
can't
can't
force it.
force it.
Terrence
Terrence
Mann
Mann
has
has
2
2
points.
points.
They're going to
They're
need
going
a
to need a
little bit
little
more
bit
out of
more out of
Terrence
Terrence
Mann
Mann,
too, if
too,
you
if you
ask
ask
me.
me.
Nick
Nick
Batum
Batum
has
has
4
4
points.
points.
Boogie
Boogie
Cousins
Cousins
has
has
10
10
points with
points with
only
only
5
5
minutes
minutes
in the
in the
game.
game.
5
5
minutes,
minutes.
and he
And he
has
has
10
10
points.
points.
And your
And your
team
team
stats are
stats are
looking
looking
like
like
this.
this.
Field
Field
goal
goal
percentages
percentages
have
have
come
come
down a
down a
little
little
bit.
bit.
The
The
Suns are
Suns are
shooting
shooting
at
at
a
a
55.3%
55.3%
clip,
clip,
where
where
the
the
Clippers are
Clippers are
shooting
shooting
46.5.
46.5.
From
From
3 point
3 point
land,
land,
Suns
Suns
10 for
10 for
17 and
17 and
Clippers
Clippers
7 for
7 for
21.
21.
Free
Free
throws.
throws.
Free
Free
throws. The
throws, the
Suns
Sun
4
4
of
of
7,
7,
and the
and the
Clippers an
Clippers an
outstanding
outstanding
10
10
for
for
11.
11.
Rebounds.
Rebounds.
The
The
Suns
Suns
have
have
out
out
rebounded the
rebounded the
Clippers by
Clippers by
5.
5.
A
A
6
6
17
17
9
9
Suns.
Suns.
Turnovers
Turnovers
4 to
4 to
3. The
3. The
Clippers are in
Clippers are in
better
better shape with the turnovers, but no team is turning the ball over very much right now. Uh, Fast break points, 2 to 4. The Suns points in the paint, 24 and 22. So the Suns did start out. The Suns did start out getting the ball inside to Aiton. Like I said, he was the leading scorer there for a while.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. Experience it now. Up to 4 powerful iPhone 12 Pros with
He was the leading scorer there for a while, and then they went away from that. But they've still been able to score outside. Hey, McKenzie, what's going on?
That's right. Unlimited premium data and up to 4 iPhone 12 Pros on us.
My bad, Lewis. Lewis. You saw Christian Collins yesterday. Okay.
Real food always starts with real ingredients.
There's Mackenzie Soul.
Real food starts with you. Whether it's a restaurant, pickup,
Hey, man, look, do what you got to do to get unstressed.
it's the easiest way to get Chipotle.
It means take some time off social media. Do that. You know, just glad you're getting okay. Yeah, so the Suns were getting the ball down low in the paint to Aiden there for a while, and then they went away from it. But they're still able to hit from outside. They're doing a lot. They're shooting 2 point baskets, right? They're not dominating from the three, even though Crowder is having a good game. Crowder is the one for them that's shooting most of the threes right now. Chris Paul actually has 2 threes, and I think at the beginning of this game he was 2 for 16 from the 3 point line. So Devin Booker has 14 points, if I'm not mistaken, which is not bad because if he keeps that up, then that means he'll end up with around 30 points, which he's going to have to beat the Clippers. He's getting help, like I said, he needed. Crowder is hitting those 3 point baskets. Will he continue in the second half? I think Crowder's got two more in him, two big threes. All right. Aiden, if they stop scoring from outside, all they have to do is get the ball down to Aiden. Truly, the Clippers don't really have anybody down there big enough to stop him. And Payne is doing a good job controlling the ball when he comes in the game. Chris Paul doing his thing, and then you have Bridges and who is it? Bridges and I can't remember the other guy's name. Playing pretty darn good defense, right? Both of those teams have some guys who are just out there for defensive purposes. Then you have the Clippers. Right now, Paul George, if I'm not mistaken, has either 4 to 6 points. Somehow he's going to have to get his points. He's going to have to get his points. Or he's going to have to draw the defense in and kick it out, and whoever he gets to is going to have to hit points. Patrick Beverly has been a nice surprise with 11 points today, and he's still playing defense like a madman. Morris, he started off kind of slow, but I think Morris is in double figures right now, so Morris is going to have to keep scoring until Paul George comes alive in that fourth quarter. Terrence Mann is an offensive threat who is not threatening anybody right now. So Terrence Mann, I think he may have 2 points. He's going to have to do better offensively if the Clippers have a chance to win tonight. So that's the tell of the tape. If you ask me, once again, everybody, thank you for being on the stream tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. Lev, thanks for stopping by. Daniel, Mackenzie Soul, Lewis, Danny the King, Daniel, Daniel Seavey. Uh, who else in here? All right. At the beginning of Jensen, thank you for stopping by. At the big Aiden has stopped by for a little bit. Aiden's probably still hanging out in the wings there. Jersey, Howington, thanks. Emma, thanks for stopping by. And my first guy in here, first person in here tonight was Calvin Ridley. Thank you, Mr. Calvin Ridley, for stopping by. And Braden, appreciate you guys. John Paul, thanks for stopping by.
When you fall in love,
All right, so
it changes your world, and there's nothing like it. Battles and fuss,
yeah,
characters.
let me check out that hot track.
A war story. It's a love story. Because when you feel it, you'll know that every good story is a love story.
So we are.
Is ours.
I am looking under. Why don't we? To find Lotus in.
This is gonna be wild.
Religion has been on fire.
A hard-hitting herd, ready to run. Against some birds of prey, ready to feast. This is survival of the fittest. This is the Eastern Conference Finals, and that's game. Welcome back to the Toyota halftime.
Lotus in. Why don't we Lotus in? Okay.
Also to be celebrated, Virgil Jetsons beating on both sides, putting in work, being proud of themselves, money.
Second half up next. This halftime is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.
You're the playground. Toyota, let's go places.
You can do better. Let's go get a freshly made footlong from Subway. Thanks, Tony. Thank you. Choose better, be better. And now save when you order in the app. Subway, it's fresh.
Did you hear that? State Farm thing. Da-da-da-da-da. Think we hear a commercial. Jake from State Farm, I knew it.
Don't worry, Chris. Things are gonna go surprisingly great. You see? Surprising. Just like State Farm's surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April. You're shot down in May.
Nobody builds 5G like Verizon builds 5G. Because we're the engineers who built the most reliable network in America. Thousands of smarter towers with the 5G coverage you need. Broader spectrum with faster 5G speeds. And next generation servers with superior network reliability. Because the more you do with 5G, the more your network matters. It's us pushing us. It's Verizon versus Verizon. And who wins? You.
Fast and Furious is the
his rock star dream. Because you have a plan to pay it off. Buy now, pay later with Planet. One of the many things you can expect when you're with Amex. When sending a text at 3 a.m. is something you won't regret. Personalized help for that late night craving. One of the many things you could expect when you're with Amex.
Fast and Furious is the #1 movie in America. You say what? We're #1? Are you ready? You say you ready? One, that's another level. Numbers don't lie. This is crazy, bro. PG-13. Are you ready? So, should we have worn our jersey? I guess at a family dinner. Why would we wear our jersey? Let's do the frizz. Hey, dear. Sort of. Getting back together again.
Natasha, don't slouch. I'm not slouching.
Yeah, when I slouch, it affects my job.
All right, enough.
A toast to family. May they always be a pain in the... Hey!
Welcome back, Game 6, Western Conference Finals, presented by AT&T. Let's listen to the coaches.
We gotta fight through it, all right? Mentally, we're not there.
And this is the deal. We don't give up, okay? Consistency and grit.
That was pretty cool.
We board, we're out.
4 minutes, they cannot beat us, I'm telling you. So we gotta lock in, all right, mentally.
And Mark Jackson, they need
Yeah, Daniel, I like that. I like the intro, how you guys, how you set it up. You know. Yeah, that was pretty cool, Daniel. I mean, oh my gosh, I am saying the right person, Daniel, right? Yeah, pretty cool video. The song was great. I like the lyrics. I like the rhythm, the breakdowns in it. Everything was nice about that video. Nice, bright. Uh, Lotus in. Typed in my favorite lines from the lyrics.
Well, Mike, just to add to what he
So most of that was the hook.
his team, they've got to lock in mentally. He expounded on that. He said
Yeah, that's a nice song, nice stuff, good stuff.
the little things they normally do. He said, I hate to blame fatigue, but he said, you don't feel the energy, just do the right things more slowly. Don't skip doing them. We'll have to see if that happens in the second half. Meanwhile,
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
team told guys, just keep doing the things that we've been doing, forcing guys to
halftime is over.
getting out running. Pretty much the opposite of what Ty's move was right there, Mike.
All right, Reggie, well, Game 6 of the Magic for the Clippers in these playoffs. Against Dallas, they were down 3-2 on the road. Elimination, beat the Mavericks. Against Utah, remember they were down 22 at the halftime here at the Staples Center. One of the great comebacks in NBA playoff history. And they have another match for Game 6. Of course, Game 7 would be Friday night. And Bridges called for the foul.
Paul George shoots a three, and there's a foul call, but Bridges says I never touched him, and so he's asking for a review. Yeah. Are you gonna look for it? You gonna review that? No, he might have got him on the arm just a little bit, but he did get the ball. Ball first. That's actually a pretty good block. Pretty good block. Monty Williams says, "I'm going to trust you there, big man." So there's a timeout on the court, basically for the review. Yeah, guys, you guys in the stream, anybody listening at home, go check out. Make sure I say his name right, Daniel Seavey. Daniel, if I'm not saying your name right, let me know. Actually, it's not Daniel Seavey. That's his name, but go check out his band called Why Don't We? That's exactly what it's called on YouTube. Why Don't We? And there's a song on there called Lotus Inn. Pretty good song, pretty good video. Go check them out. So there's a timeout on the floor. Timeout for review. Paul George shooting the three. I think it was Bridges who blocked him, but there was a foul called, so now it's under review. I think it's going to get overturned. I think it's going to get overturned. Pretty good block. Pretty good block.
You get to know people by name. After many years being a professor in Arkansas, I had a wonderful professional opportunity to move to Idaho. We wanted to throw him a fair.
All right, let's see how many likes I got. 9 likes. Got hey. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. 9 likes. Thank you. I appreciate it because I always want to get double figures. So there is a chance today I will get double figure likes tonight.
Boss Baby is coming to theaters and streaming on Peacock the same day. I'm sure this isn't something money can't solve. What a freak.
While we are waiting, nothing has changed much as far as the box scores go, but Jay Crowder has 16 points, Aiton has 10, Chris Paul has 10, Booker has 14, and Bridges has 12. These are the 5 guys on the floor right now. For the Clippers, Morris Sr. has 13 points. He's leading the Clippers. Reggie Jackson has 11. Paul George has 6 points. Patrick Beverly has 11. That's right. Patrick Beverly has 11 points. And Terrence Mann has 2. And these are the guys who are on the floor right now. Will Boogie Cousins get back on the floor? Because that young man came off the bench. He got 5 minutes for the Clippers and scored 2 points. Excuse me, scored 10 points. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the call was not was not overturned, and Paul George is at the line and he's shooting 2 free throws. Not sure if he made the first one, but he definitely missed the second one. Chris Paul gets the ball to Devin Booker, and they get the ball to Bridges. Back to Chris Paul. Devin Booker drives, shoots it, and misses a short jumper. Paul George, with his head up, gets the ball down to Reggie Jackson, who drives and shoots over Chris Paul. He misses it, but there's a foul called on the play. Daniel, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I could not. I was gonna ask that, but I was like, okay, it's a man thing, so I'm not even gonna ask who it was or who you. Well, actually, I am interested. I am interested in who you actually, which one you were. So give me some characteristics, shirt colors or hair color or something like that, or the verse you were singing. Reggie Jackson at the free throw lines, ladies and gentlemen, hit the first and the second. It is a 6-point lead by the Phoenix Suns. I do not think LA has had the lead since the first quarter. Don't think they had the lead, period. Actually, they did have the lead there briefly at the beginning of the game when Patrick Beverly hit hit the first layup. Patrick Beverly got the loose ball, but he lost it out of bounds. And so the Suns have the ball again. Chris Paul gets to the elbow. He shoots it. That is his shot. That elbow jumper. Terrence Mann had the ball past the head of the court. To him, he missed the layup, but the Clippers got the ball back. Morris gets a pass from Paul George. He has Aiden guarding him. Oh, put the move on him, up and under. Put that veteran move on him. Chris Paul brings the ball down. Aiden sets the screen. Chris Paul gets it over to Devin Booker, being guarded now by Reggie Jackson. They get the ball in the bridges. Crowder shoots a three, and it's good. That's five for Crowder. Reggie Jackson. Then he gets the ball to Paul George, who drives. He's fouled on his way up. I don't know if that was a shooting foul. I think it was. All right, I said Crowder would have two more. He at least has one of those two. I said he have in the second half. Paul George hits the free throw. The score is 71-63, ladies and gentlemen. Seems as though everyone has settled down there a bit. But LA is going to have to pick it up. Paul George hits both this time. Aiden gets the ball into Chris Paul. Chris Paul comes down. He's looking over at Crowder. Screen set by Aiden. Chris Paul gets the ball down to Aiden. Out to Bridges. And Bridges misses a bad three. Paul George with the ball looking to score. Paul George, he picked the dribble up, gets it out to Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly, cross court past the man. Man drives. Layup is blocked. Chris Paul wanting to run. He gets it down to Crowder. Crowder skip pass back to Aiden, who is mugged by Reggie Jackson. I think he's going to get 2 shots out of that, which could be a good foul because Aiden misses last 2 free throws. No, that foul was on the floor, so they have to throw it in. Chris Paul gets the ball into Aiden. He shoots it, and he scores. They just do not have any size down there to guard that man when he gets the ball down there. Reggie Jackson drives, gets it back to Man, who turns down the three, gets it back to him again. He takes it this time. It's off the mark. Rebound, Aiden. Chris Paul wants to run. Gets to the elbow, pulls up again. Off this time. Rebound, George. Morris skip passes the ball to Man, who drives. And they are not letting Man get off tonight. They're blocking his shot, but that time Crowder was called for the foul. He is fouled. Crowder has 4 fouls. He has to go out of the game with 19 points. Man misses the first of 2 free throws. Yeah, Chris wasn't ready to sink down either. 73-64, ladies and gentlemen, with 8 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third quarter. Terrence Mann misses the first. Here's the second. All right, dark brown hair. I'm gonna have to look at the video again and find you again there, Daniel. Chris Paul gets the ball to Devin Booker. Hadn't heard from him in a while. Bridges with the ball. He drives, he gets into the lane, loses the ball, throws it up, and he is fouled and also hits a 2-point basket. Chance for a 3-point play. Think that was called on Reggie Jackson. It could have been called on Paul George though, but Reggie got him with the body first, I think.
Only his second free throw of the series. Had a terrific regular season, played really well in the sweep against the Nuggets at the Celtics,
Bridges
and completes the three-point play. This is his
Bridges
second
hits
of the game.
the free throw.
Still early third
Old
quarter.
fashioned 3-point play. The score is 76-65. Phoenix up to an 11, comfortable 11-point lead. They get the ball down to Paul George. He shoots and he makes it.
That looks like there's a long comeback. I like that, coach. Getting Paul George a touch on the post. The post up.
Devin Booker sets up the play, gets it to Chris. Chris Paul, screen by Aiden, turns it down, gets it inside to Aiden. Aiden goes up, baby hook. Rebound, Bridges. Kicks it out to Devin. Devin swings it. Chris Paul
Paul gets in the paint to close it up. Shot is good.
gets to the dotted line and he shoots and makes it. Good ball moving by the Suns. Patrick Beverly. They get the ball to Morris. Long three. Off the mark. Morris is not able to hit his three tonight, but he's shooting them. Devin Booker drives, gets all the way to the basket and throws it down. Time out. Clippers. Because it's getting away from them, ladies and gentlemen. There's a 13-point lead. 6:58 left on the clock. Okay, so you're on. So I'll be able to see you on that too.
I'm really nervous. I don't know what I should wear. Just wear something neutral. Remember, it's a business dinner, not a costume party.
On the spot of genius, this is what she heard.
Just wear something crazy. No, it's a costume party. A costume party.
So I take it, Daniel. You're the dude on the thumbnail for Lotus Inn.
Anybody want to start doing that?
There was a couple of dudes. Hang on, I got you.
On July 16th, only one game counts.
All right, because I see I got this picture too.
July 16th.
And on this one, you're in the middle with the blonde hair.
Customize your car insurance with Liberty Mutual, so you only pay for what you need.
Don, can we talk about something other than work for the weekend?
Only pay for what you need.
Feel that? That's the tingling sensation of renewed possibilities. It comes when you embrace change and defy expectations. That's why we're putting thrill back into driving. No more interview nonsense. You deserve a car that's more. More power. More tech. More fun. More you. And with over 80 years of delivering thrills, you deserve more from Chevy. This is thrill leaders.
And pick up two of these freshly made sandwiches at Wendy's for just $4. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $4.
So the score is 80-67. The Clippers had to call a timeout because the Phoenix Suns have increased their lead. Points in the paint, 32-26 Phoenix. They're going back down to the big man. Um, Turnovers are even with at 4, and free throws. The Suns 5 of 8, and Clippers 16 of 19.
Marcus Cousins back in. Cousins had good scoring numbers defensively as Bridges runs over Morris. That's going to be a three-foul
What's up,
shot.
Asher? The Candyman is here, ladies and gentlemen.
With 6:42 remaining.
We're listening to Why Don't We? The band Why Don't We? And this time we're listening to Talk. I listened to Lotus Inn. That was cool. Cool video also. I'm trying to identify exactly which one is Daniel.
Look at the growth of Devin Booker. Communicating, giving instructions. That's leadership. That's a franchise guy that Chris Paul has had an effect on. Finally
He
getting
said he had brown hair, but on this one, it looks like everybody's got brown hair.
just to get to the playoffs, especially not only to make the playoffs, but 4 of 5. Suns are a bad team, a lot of losses. Hadn't been to the playoffs in 10 years. Need to shine in this postseason. Paul tied up, gets Bridges. Bridges off the glass. Such a good cutter. Just a sense of timing. Right through the dotted circle. And good feed by Paul. 5 points in the third quarter for Bridges. Chris Paul 6 assists. Jackson. Back to Morris. 7 on the 24.
Right.
Morris is moved. Now 8 bringing it close.
Pause the music for a minute. Morris finally hits.
All the coaches that play against the Clippers all season long.
Yeah, Daniel, what color do you have on this on the video of Talk?
Past the midway point here in the third. Want to get the highest score in the ball with DeMar
The score is
DeRozan.
82-70, ladies and gentlemen. Suns up by 12. Devin Booker pulls up at the free throw line, misses, rebound. Morris, he's knocked to the ground, no travel called.
Here comes Reggie
Reggie
Jackson.
Jackson brings the ball down. He goes to the basket,
Keeps his dribble
thinks
alive.
about,
Steps into
goes to the 3-point line, then pulls up, misses. Reggie's off the mark today. He hit 1-3. Chris Paul gets to that elbow, misses, but Aiden gets the rebound, knocked away. I think there's a foul call.
So it's going to be
And
something
Aiden is
as they get ready to set
Aiden's hit in the face again, and he is upset about it.
rebound tonight. And we talk about Noah, who's got to be a force. He is attacking the offensive boards. Shot of both bodies are going. Previous game, he was tipping the basketball. Secures it with 2 hands. Gets the contact. Take it out of bounds. Ayton is talking about
Like I said, may get a little chippy.
career. He really pushed me. Paul has said we had some heated
5 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third. The score is 82-70. Chris Paul gets the ball into Aiden way at the top of the key,
ball knocked out of the hands. Wants it
and it's deflected.
good quick hands against Chris Paul.
Cousins back in the game.
Paul George.
They get the ball to Boogie Cousins. He shoots a 3. He's off this time.
Rebound goes to Craig.
Rebound, Craig. Devin Booker bringing it out of there.
Push. Clippers do a good job getting
Swings it. Bridges steps into a 3, and it's good. Excuse me, that's Craig. Steps into a 3, that's good.
He's played well tonight for Miami. And he wouldn't get this opportunity if it was 8 minutes.
Paul George with the ball, going to the basket. Out of control a little bit. Ball's blocked, but he picked up a foul on that.
And no hesitation on the offensive end. Booker gets 2, throws the basketball out to Craig. Knocks down the ball. He's kind of been successful in playoff basketball for a good team. The impact he had on the Phillies. Late in the conference finals.
Gotcha, Danny. Or Daniel.
Total games of playoffs over against the last couple of
I think I've already heard that.
First call, not 8. That's the second on call. You're reminded of who else got the call on TNT. Game 5. Eastern Conference Finals. Hawks and Bucks from Milwaukee tip off shortly after 8:30 on our Sunday. Football not playing in that with a little structural damage on that knee. And Trey Young is a question mark. Of course, great warm-up. Reggie Miller will have the call on TNT. As Paul George hitting the free throws. Little early whistle on the game. As it all was.
Scores 85-72 now.
Last set.
Devin Booker pulls up at the dotted line. That goes in.
Milwaukee didn't come as mentally sharp and intense as they did in the previous game. Booker now with 18. And stolen by Craig. On a fine defensive play from Torrey Craig. Finds Bridges. Bridges, the layup is good.
Craig gets the ball down the bridges. There's another layup.
The Clippers, the lead has blown to
And
17.
I think there is another timeout on the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
Torrey Craig, a huge impact off the bench. Torrey Craig has had, as you said, Mike, a great impact. He only has one three-pointer, but his defense, his footwork, rebounding, and aggression has been phenomenal. And Booker, mid-range master.
Gillette Pro Glide. 5 blades activity flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke. So you're ready for the day with a fresh face or a fresh start.
Yeah, I had either Asher, but they're pretty good.
Serves what kind of breakfast? A better one. So try your old sausage. And pick up 2 of these freshly made sandwiches at Wendy's for just $4. Choose wisely.
It could be the next, what do you call it? Next direction. What do you call it? What was that band back in the day?
Ice cold, serve it, and enjoy.
New upgraded Axe body wash.
Keeps you clean, but smelling refreshed for 12 hours.
Saturday, July 10th, UFC 264
Next
celebration.
direction.
Square off lightweight main event. Main card starts at 10 Eastern on pay-per-view. To order, go to ESPNplus.com/pay-per-view. We're going to start at 8 Eastern.
One Direction. What am I talking about?
Bowie Booker, 18.
They're pretty good, Asher. Check them out.
Have a little breathing room, but still a long ways to go. Still only the third quarter. That third quarter right now is belonging to Phoenix. 4-on-1 win. This is the largest lead.
Oh, I got you, Daniel, with the brown coat on. That's a tight coat, too.
And the Clippers
All
have
right.
another fine comeback. They've done it all playoff
Got the nice little,
for Cousins to return.
got a nice voice going on there.
Outstanding passer. There they ran a post entry to a split action.
The brown coat with the white fur.
Flip. Craig's still out there. Foul on foul trouble, as Jeff mentioned, no Cam Johnson. Non-COVID illness. Cameron Payne, the floater.
Hey, this was his line right here, Asher. That and he's the one he's got the brown coat on with the white
Craig in pursuit. George on the drive.
I want to say fur around it.
The basket will not count. As Craig picks up his third. They're in the middle of the mid-zone for a while. Paul George
That was good stuff too, Daniel.
gets in contact there.
Okay, got you.
Crowd into the tunnel.
Why don't we?
He's not involved.
Got you.
Fantastic score.
Nice little band there.
Flip.
Nice group.
Defense in this ballgame. They need a home run hitter to be aggressive. And he did a good job there going under the penalty. Put his head down and force his way to the basket. Oh, Kawhi Leonard. Not easy without your best player, who has been brilliant throughout these playoffs prior to getting injured. Averaging 30 a game in the 11 games he played. He's shooting 57% from the field. Of course, his great defense, but Toronto has done an excellent job adjusting, roster changing, lineup changing. And here they go in Game 6 of the conference finals. George now 7 of 8 from the field goal line.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 89-76. Right now, the Phoenix Suns are controlling the game with ease. Morris shoots. Morris starting to heat up just a little bit. 10-point game with 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the third quarter. There's a whole another quarter left, ladies and gentlemen. Whole another quarter left. Uh, the Suns have been up by 13. Oh, Payne tries to get to the basket, and Cousins says, "Get that out of here."
Terrific rejection from Cousins. He's done an unbelievable job understanding who he is. He's not a great defender, but he competes. And he's not surrendering in pick and roll action.
Hold on, I gotta check that out. The white shirt.
Swats the ball. 8 to shoot. Pass inside to Gray. Poked out of bounds. Now 6 to shoot. And Booker saying, how did it go from 8 to 6?
Okay, I see you. I don't remember that line at the beginning. I heard the line at the end.
Back into the game as well.
So Asher Daniels, the one with the white shirt. I'm gonna have to listen to his part again. Payne out of control a little bit there. Throws the ball away.
Marcus Cousins upset coming back down the floor. It's the offensive rebound and goes up. That's a foul.
Patrick Beverly gets the ball. Paul George.
Nader on George. George.
Oh, we should have pulled up right there.
Finds Morris. Extra pass. Batum.
Batum in the corner. Good for 3. And the Clippers come back and score 10 straight points when it looked like they were out of it. 17 points down, but they don't want to go home with a minute and 43 seconds left in the third quarter. 7-point lead now.
360. Often imagined, rarely attempted. Accomplished. Just this once.
All right, Daniel. So you at basically at the beginning, and you're sitting down at the table. Okay, I hear it now.
Choose better, pay better, and now save when you order in the app.
We go breaking up like cell phones. Listen, you.
Clippers climb back into the ball game. Shoved by Paul George has been called to move the basketball. Batum all by himself in the corner. Again, making plays on each other, refusing to lay down and let go of the rope, sliding back into this ball game. Steve Ballmer excited about the job that his team's put forward. And Marcus Morris has been a big part. Paul George getting to the free throw line here in the third. Morris, back-to-back gems, 22 points. The other night in game 5, 21 points, 7 rebounds here in game 6. He's hit 8 of his last 9 shots from the field.
That's cool. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the third quarter. Chris Paul. Chris Paul with a 3. And it's back up to a 10-point lead. Patrick Beverly brings the ball down. He gets it to Cousins. George has the ball. He's probably going to get called for an offensive foul right there. Devin Booker takes it in the face again. He's already got a busted nose. Ooh, he caught him right on it. You had to feel that. Hey. Yeah, Devin Booker.
This was game two. You see the headbutt.
Yeah, right there. That's right there is showing where he and Beverly collided, and he actually got a broken nose. And then right here, Paul George uh,
Sitting over Marcus Smart.
sweeps the ball through. Actually, not even a sweep. Well, he did sweeps it high through, and caught him with the elbow, basically on the same side. So I know he's feeling that. Got to be painful. Yeah, he caught it like right on the stitches. It looks like,
The more we've covered teams, the more you
but
see
he's up.
different
He's
styles.
not wearing his mask, but he's up.
Devin Booker is absolutely a franchise home run talent that has an edge and is cut from the right. What are you going to say here?
Major League Players confirming no decision, offensive foul against Paul George.
Missed the offensive foul. What you talked about earlier.
There was an offensive foul on Paul George. I don't think they didn't get him for a flagrant or anything. There's no blood.
Determined, compete, respectful, and his mentality right now is, like I said, I'm too close to let go. I'm trying to finish these guys off, hurt but not hurt. He talks a lot about his dad. His dad played briefly in the NBA, played the CBA.
Jack Avery. It seems like I heard that name before too.
Overseas, he said the best advice he
I
ever
wonder if
got
Jack's ever been in here.
commitment. A lot of players get caught up in what just happened. You can always plan forward, as they like to say.
Back to live action, Chris Paul. Being guarded by Morris. He brings it out beyond the 3-point line. Chris Paul
Bullshit, you make timeouts.
goes into the lane. Finger roll is good.
Good for Paul. And then Cousins knocks into Paul. Are they going to call a foul on that?
I don't know if that's a little bit of theatrics there,
Up to 12.
but Boogie Cousins
Players to get away.
may have gotten a foul called on him.
Cousins just shaking his head.
We'll see here. Whew, you can't tell. See, but I mean, he does crazy stuff.
Cousins raised that right
He
arm.
did. He raised it. He did. He did, bro. Can't do that.
Extremely well.
He's gonna get called for it.
Chris Paul's ability to sell it. Marcus Cousins allowed it, but
Yeah, Marcus Cousins does stuff like that sometimes, man.
so you got to be smart in those situations.
Yeah,
This
he may have baited him a little bit, but still, you can't raise your elbow.
That's a great move from Paul. Tough for Cousins on that. Oh my God.
Yeah, he said, get him out of there.
That seems like a brawl now.
94-82, ladies and gentlemen.
Back at the review table.
55 seconds left on the clock. They are reviewing yet another play. I told you we'll get a little chippy.
Up by 17, but then a 10-0 run cut it to 7. Now Phoenix is
It
down.
could get a little chippy.
Get him into spot in the zone. Chris Paul wide open for three. And Cousins doesn't throw that right elbow and lets it go. Well, maybe he's trying to get it up over it since he's fought.
Get out of here.
That's a good point. It doesn't look like contact. But if I'm he, the coach right now, a little under the middle.
I think Chris Paul said a little something.
NBA
Uh,
let's cut out the antics.
he raised his elbow.
Such a hard
I don't think they're going to kick him out for it.
Is that what you're saying? That's what I'm saying, because this would be a 1 or 2 point ball game. You got to be smart not to rig the technical fouls on the road. All right, let's bring in Steve Javie once again. Busy night for you, Steve. It's a big call, and
Blue Sky, what's going on? Suns will be champions.
Great blocking job by Chris Paul and flopping. Secondly, it's now the officials have to determine whether Cousins throws the elbow or not. And if he throws the elbow, I would deem him throwing the elbow. I would call it a technical foul, not a flagrant foul. In this situation, perhaps they might go with a technical foul, but Chris Paul.
See, Boogie, he can't. He took his hand off the ball to do that. You can't do that,
And
man.
you guys were saying too about Cousins just trying to take the ball and get the ball to go out of bounds. So this is a tough decision, but the most I would say would be a technical foul.
One thing this does is if you get Chris Paul, a lot of the
You
referees
might
will
be
say,
right, Scott Blue. You just might be right.
you got people who will assist them, and it's going to be in my mind. Referees, the rest of this ball game.
Appreciate you, Daniel.
I can't double check it, coach. If you think
Appreciate it.
foul, if you want to, let's hear from Mark Davis.
Upon review, Marcus Cousins will be assessed a technical foul for this physical taunt.
All right. After all that, Marcus Cousins was assessed a technical for physical taunt. He did. He did.
Meanwhile,
He did take his hand off the ball and raise his elbow as Chris walked by. And Chris did say a little something to begin with, but he knows Chris is a smart veteran. He knows, and he's trying to get as many points as he can uh, to make sure they close this game out. And he misses the free throw.
sixth free throw of this series. In the playoffs, he was 46 of 50 from the free throw line. In this series, he was 15 of 16. 12-point game.
Thanks, God Blue.
Cameron Payne and Chris Paul out there together with Devin Booker.
Bridges comes back on the floor.
Torrey Craig and
It has taken forever to get this third quarter
Payne says
out of the way because they probably stopped the game three times, or at least twice in the third quarter for reviews. Patrick Beverly brings the ball down, gets it to Morris, who gets it to Boogie Cousins. Paul George with the ball, not looking to score,
a lot of rest.
gets it to Morris.
Morris against Craig.
Morris goes around Craig, reverse layup, misses, and the ball is out,
By Phoenix.
knocked out by Phoenix.
That's the wrong call. That should be on Marcus Cousins. Mark Davis not getting any help. So they'll get a quickly ball. Phoenix has already used their challenge.
Let's see who it went out on. I thought it went out on Cousins too.
Yep. George.
Paul George gets the ball inbounds, but he misses the short jumper.
For Phoenix.
Chris Paul brings the ball down the court, taking the sound with 24 seconds left
Everybody on
in the third quarter. Nick Batum guarding him.
shot clock and game clock.
11 seconds to shoot, 15 seconds on the clock. Chris Paul tries to get to the elbow, changes his mind, pulls up for the three-point line, and kills it. Patrick Beverly with 7 seconds left.
Beverly sidesteps into the
Sidestep gets it out to Morris, and Morris shoots the ball, hits the top of the backboard with 1.5 seconds left on the clock.
He just made another call. Technical foul on 8. Yes.
And I think there's a technical foul on 8. For what? I have no idea.
8 over.
I'm sure they'll let us know.
DeAndre Ayton the technical. Paul George will shoot the one-shot technical.
Mavericks had a pretty decent team
George gets the technical free throw this
this year.
Chris Paul
They were in the playoffs.
saying that DeAndre Ayton said a bad word, and that's why he got the technical foul. It looked like he was taunting Morris.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, it's hard to say what he
Yeah, Daniel, my team is the Hornets. Everything Carolina, baby. Everything Carolina.
the first half. In the last game,
1.5 seconds left on the clock. Devin Booker throws a long shot,
in the third quarter, reversal.
and it's off the mark.
12 is the
Patrick Beverly trying to get in his head.
third quarter.
1 quarter left, ladies and gentlemen.
By 14 in game 6.
Will Chris Paul finally go to a NBA Finals with a chance to win an NBA championship? I think I'm right in saying that Chris Paul has never been to an NBA championship series.
No cancellation, transparency, no loading hours, visitor time, hot gigs, no rated, sweat, water resistance, very sensible sizes.
I'm pretty sure about that. Neither has Devin Booker. So it'll be a first for a lot of these guys. The Phoenix Suns organization has been, they just have never won the championship. The Clippers have never been this far, right? So they've already reached one milestone. If they would win uh, the next two games tonight and in the next game, they meet another milestone, which would be to get into the NBA final. But they only have one quarter to do it. And that is coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back.
Now that's something I can commit to. This RAV4 doesn't even have as many standard safety features as this Rogue.
Don't miss out. Save up to 62.62 on select models today.
Last chance to find a deal you love.
Here's tonight's AT&T 5G above the rim. 14-point lead going into the fourth, and this Chris Paul, he gives him a gas shot, knocks it down. And all of a sudden he gets the switch lead once, take advantage. Marcus Cousins, beautiful left-hand finish, and then they decide not to switch. Doesn't matter. He's got it going, knocks down the long ball. Stellar job thus far on the milestone.
For 600 years, some time for pieces from our we recycle batteries. The Joes, join us. Stop Cobra. The North Star.
They're going to start a war.
This isn't my fight. This is your destiny.
Snake Eyes, rated PG-13. The all-new Honda Civic is designed to build you. In fact, Car and Driver has called the Civic more fun to drive than top competitors. Because in their performance testing, the Civic was the quickest around the track. With more power and sharper handling in its rides. The all-new Honda Civic, built for all kinds of fun. Contact your Honda dealer today or shop online.
Welcome back to the Western Conference Finals presented by AT&T. I am here with Clippers coach Ty Lue. Ty, you did cut that lead to 7 points before Chris Paul went on his run there. What was working for you and how do you get back to it?
I think big defensive stop, knocking down in transition. Came out a couple times in timeout. One way was on, let's see if we got back to the but, just like all the things we got to do.
All right, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the final quarter. The final quarter of the Western could be the final quarter of the Western Conference Finals. If the Phoenix Suns can hang on, and they're doing a good job right now, Aiden just scored points 98 and 99. It's 99 to 83 right now. But once again, with 11 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock, and Cousins just scoring, and he drew a foul, anything is possible in the NBA. Mackenzie Soul, if they can hang on for 11 minutes and 16 seconds, it looks like you guys are going to an NBA final.
Misses
14-point lead. Chris Paul just hits another layup. 16-point lead. Reggie Jackson behind the back pass to Boogie Cousins. He gets it out to Paul George. Paul George kicks it out to Boogie Cousins. Takes Aiden to the basket. Layup is missed. Rebound. Saved by Bridges. Saved by Craig. It gets the ball to Paul George. Oh, Paul George, what a move. And he finishes the play. Let's go, Cousins. You can't give up right now.
Those selling antics, but he's one of the all-time greats. Jackson fakes
Reggie
it.
Reggie
Jackson gets
Jackson
the
gets the
ball to
ball to
platoon.
platoon.
He
He
misses the
misses the
three.
three.
Paul
Paul
George with the
George with the
ball,
ball,
swings it
swings
out
it
to
out to
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson.
Jackson.
For LA.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson
Jackson
drives,
drives.
and that
And
was
that was
blocked by
blocked by
Aiden
Aiden
Booker.
Booker.
Has
Has
Cousins to
Cousins to
beat.
beat.
He
He
thinks
thinks
twice
twice
about it.
about it.
Gives the
Gives the
ball
ball
back to
back to
Paul. Excuse me, to
Chris
Chris Paul.
Paul.
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
being
being
guarded by
guarded by
Reggie.
Reggie.
Reggie
Reggie
Jackson.
Jackson.
Aiden comes
Aiden
to
comes to
set the
set the
screen.
screen.
Paul
Paul
goes off
goes
the
off the
screen, gets
screen,
to
gets
his
to his
elbow,
elbow,
pulls
pulls
up,
up,
and
and
hits
hits
that
that
one.
one.
And
And
Paul
Paul
George,
George,
excuse
excuse
me,
me,
And the Clippers need
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
can
can
taste the
taste the
blood in the
blood in the
water,
water.
and this
And
is the
this is the
time,
time,
or
or
this
this
time,
time,
he is
he is
saying to
saying to
himself, you
himself,
can
you can
see it
see
in
it
his
in his
eyes,
eyes.
I am
I
going
am
to
going to
get
get
to the
to the
finals this
finals this
time.
time.
I've never
I've
been
never been
there.
there.
Nice
Nice
play.
play.
I've never
I've
been
never
there,
been
but
there,
this
but this
time I'm
time I'm
going
going
to
to
put the
put the
guys on my
guys on my
shoulder
shoulder
and take
and
them
take
there.
them there.
Nice little
Nice little
play
play
right
right
there.
there.
McKenzie,
McKenzie,
they're up
they're up
20 right
20 right
now.
now.
NBA Western Conference Finals is presented by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure.
Your mission. Stand up to moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis and take it on with Rinvoq. Rinvoq, a once-daily pill, can dramatically improve symptoms. Rinvoq helps pain, stiffness, swelling, and for some, Rinvoq can even significantly reduce RA fatigue. That's Rinvoq. With RA, the overactive immune system attacks your joints. Rinvoq regulates it to help stop the attack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Daniel,
Daniel,
who's your
who's your
favorite?
favorite?
Who's your
Who's your
favorite
favorite
NFL
NFL
football
football
team?
team?
Lymphoma or tears in the stomach or intestines and changes in lab results. Your doctor should monitor your blood work. Tell your doctor about any infections. And if you
All
are
right,
All
ladies
right,
and
ladies and
gentlemen, there
gentlemen,
is a
there is a
timeout.
timeout.
The
The
Clippers
Clippers
had to
had to
call it.
call it.
The
The
Clippers have
Clippers have
called
called
several
several
times
times
outs
outs
because
because
the
the
Suns just
Suns
seem
just
to be
seem to be
pouring
pouring
on the
on the
points
points
right
right
now.
now.
Um,
Um,
like I
like I
always
always
say,
say,
I
I could
never.
never.
What's up,
What's up,
Chuck?
Chuck?
This
This
game's
game's
over.
over.
New
New
York
York
Jets.
Jets.
Hey,
Hey, my
my team's
team's
the
the
Panthers.
Panthers. We just
We
gotta
just
do
gotta
from
do
you.
from
We
you.
got
We
your
got your Arnold,
Arnold,
your
your
quarterback.
quarterback.
We're gonna
We're
bring
gonna
him
bring
down
him
to the
down to the
Carolinas and
Carolinas
see
and
if we
see if
can
we can
turn him
turn him
into a
into a
superstar.
superstar.
Put some
Put some
pieces
pieces
around him.
around him.
All right,
All
so
right,
we
so we
got
got
the
the
Suns.
Suns.
Let's just look
Let's
at
just
the
look at the
full
full
box
box
score. The
score. The
Suns
Suns
are
are
playing
playing
very
very
well
well
tonight,
tonight,
especially
especially
offensively.
offensively.
I just I, defensively they're
Defensively, they're
not
not
playing a
playing a
bad
bad
game
game
either,
either,
but I
but I
just
just
think
think
the
the
Clippers have
Clippers have
just run
just
out
run
of
out of
gas
gas
offensively.
offensively.
Actually, for
Actually,
the
for the
last
last
couple of
couple of
games, if you
games, if you
ask me,
ask me,
they
they
did
did
win the
win the
last
last
game, but
game, but
still,
still,
I've never, I
I
just
just
never
never
felt
felt
like the
like the
Clippers.
Clippers.
I
I
never
never
felt like
felt
the
like the
Clippers
Clippers
had
had
enough
enough
firepower
firepower
to
to
win
win
like
like
more than
more
one
than one
game in a
game in a
row.
row.
That's right.
So for
So
the
for the
Suns,
Suns,
Crowder has
Crowder has
19
19
points.
points.
Uh,
Uh,
he needs
he
to
needs to
score one
score
more
one more
point to
point to
score those
score
two
those two
threes
threes
that I
that
said
I
he could
said he could
score in the
score in the
second
second
half.
half.
He
He
scored
scored
one.
one.
Bridges
Bridges
has
has
9.
9.
Aiden
Aiden
has
has
14.
14.
Paul
Paul
has
has,
uh,
um, wow.
Paul
Paul
has
has
28
28
points.
points.
Booker
Booker
has
has
18.
18.
Serge
Sarge
has
has
7.
7.
Craig
Craig
3.
3.
And
And
Payne
Payne
has
has
7.
7.
Back to
Back to
live
live
action.
action.
The
The
Clippers
Clippers
have the
have the
ball.
ball.
George has
George
the
has the
ball at the
ball at the
top of the
top of the
key.
key.
Excuse me,
Top
top of
of
the
the
three
three
point
point
line.
line.
Doesn't
Doesn't
look
look
like
like
he's
he's
going to
going to
pass it,
pass it,
but he
but he
does.
does.
Gets it
Gets
out
it
to
out to
March. He
March. He
shoots the
shoots a
three, and
three,
he
and he
hits it.
hits it.
So
So
Marcus
Marcus
Morris
Morris
has
has
not
not
packed it
packed
in
it in
yet.
yet.
88
88
105.
105.
9
9
minutes
minutes
left.
left. Chris Paul with the ball, being guarded by Nick Batum. He comes across the screen up top. He has Morris on him. He shoots over Morris. He's short, but rebound by Craig. And Crowder shoots a quick three, which I would have ran a little time off the clock, but he felt like he was hot. Terrence Mann has not scored for the Clippers either. I mean, Terrence Mann has a score. He has scored, but uh, like if the Clippers are going to win, their starters are going to have to score. Terrence Mann is not scoring tonight. Morris is trying to pick it up like a veteran should. He has 24 points tonight. He just got fouled, and he's at the free throw line.
Had some struggles earlier in this series. The last two games, he has been superb. Always supported by his brother Marquise. They actually have played together in
I
Phoenix.
think Rule's a little lost this year.
As 2.5 years Marcus played in Phoenix, it did not end well.
And Cleveland, buddy.
Motivated, he's still happy about playing with his brother. He's bounced around since then. Knocks down 2 free throws.
You didn't bet on Tom Brady, Daniel?
Terrence Mann right back over Chris Paul.
With 8 minutes, 22 seconds on the clock, Chris Paul gets the ball to Devin Booker, shoots a 2-point basket. It goes in.
He's got 20. That's the second time we saw that play.
Patrick Beverly brings the ball up, gets it to Paul George, who's trying to look for his shot. He pulls up. Woo! He almost put Chris Paul on the floor. That's all right. Chris Paul has the ball back with Terrence Mann on him. He's probably looking for some revenge. But he doesn't care. He just wants to win the game. Chris Paul shoots a 3-point basket. Good. And he's fouled on the play. And he gets his revenge. The old man has got to go to the NBA Finals this year. He knows, he feels that if he doesn't go this year, it might be too late. He'll never get there.
Returns to favor CP3 and the foul. Big time effort by Chris Paul.
4-point play right here, ladies and gentlemen, coming up.
Go to the NBA Finals. Make a play after play.
And he scores it. The score is 92, winning 11 right now, ladies and gentlemen, with 7:36 on the clock. Paul George has the ball. He drives, kicks it out. Man has been off all night. You can hear the frustration. Ooh. He tried to get a steal from Chris. Better get across half court. But there's an 8-second violation. Terrence Mann picks Chris Paul's pocket. Chris actually got the ball back, but wasn't able to get across half court before the 8-second call. Chris Paul is a great actor. He does have the theatrics there, Chuck. Paul George is off again. You can hear the frustration, ladies and gentlemen, every time they shoot the ball miss. Chris Paul has the ball top of the key. Top of the court. Ayton drives. And he scores the 2. Patrick Beverly brings the ball down. They're going to get it back to Chris Paul. I meant to Paul George again. Patrick Beverly, might as well go ahead and shoot that, Pat. Patrick Beverly tries to get the ball to Chris Mann. It was too tight of a pass. Man couldn't handle it, and now Patrick is all over him about it. But it's still Clippers ball. They get it in. Swing it over to Morris real quickly. Morris misses the 3 this time. Rebound, Chris Paul. Chris takes it to the top of the corner. He gets in the lane, scores again. Chris Paul shall go to the NBA Finals this year, ladies and gentlemen, with 6 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock. Morris shoots another three. He misses. Rebound Crowder.
And the Staples Center
And the
crowd
ball's in Chris Paul's hand.
of Phoenix Suns are pulling away here in the fourth quarter.
Chris Paul uses some time at the top. Being guarded by Beverly. Now switch back. Morris has him. Chris Paul pulls up for a 3-point basket and hits that one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take him out of the game almost, I think.
Philadelphia, 37 points for Paul.
Chris Paul, 37 points.
Fans understanding we've seen this movie before. You have an issue on the court right now between both teams with Chris Paul. Beverly and Chris Paul. Beverly and Paul after knocking down that shot. This is now live.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, with the chippiness. Here it is. Knew it was going to happen. Beverly should be thrown out of the game. He's got to get thrown out of the game.
That's as unsportsmanlike as it gets. Patrick Beverly losing control. He said something. Paul said something.
Yeah, Paul said something, but you can't. I mean, you can't let that.
Tripping all series long. Now got the
You can't let that go. You can't let that make you do something stupid like that. I mean, he basically knows the game is over, so he let all his frustration out by pushing. He's gonna get fined for that, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is he gonna get kicked out of the game, he's gonna get fined for that. I was cheering for the Chiefs last year. A little bit. Well, actually, Daniel, still he lost the bet, but that wasn't a bad team to cheer for. All year they was like they just seemed to be unstoppable, unbeatable. But yeah, if you have the GOAT, greatest quarterback, the greatest of all time, playing using anybody that has any kind of ability, I got to go for him. I got to go with him. Mahomes, he's a great quarterback, and if he can stay healthy, he's probably going to break all kinds of records. He'll probably end up being the GOAT there before it's all over, but you just cannot go against uh, your boy there. The score is 92-118. There's a timeout called, probably to go ahead and get some guys off the court. Pretty sure Chris Paul said something, but I mean, you cannot return. You cannot be physical with someone who just said something to you. Not in this sport. And so Chris Paul knows whose buttons to push. Chris Paul is making sure that there's nothing going to stop them from going to this finals. All right, there's still 5 minutes and 49 seconds on the clock. So if Chris says something, could say something to Cousins and make him throw an elbow, and he gets free throws for it, he's going to do it. We can say something to Patrick Beverly, which he did, and make Patrick Beverly. Now that was just silly of Patrick Beverly, and make Patrick Beverly push him. Then Patrick Beverly's gone, and they get free throws too. So, hey, yeah, Chris just wants to get there, and I understand him.
And they're up by 26, but Patrick Beverly walking past Chris Paul. Doesn't look like he says anything.
He didn't say anything.
Just losing.
He didn't say anything. My bad. I take that back. Chris Paul didn't say a word. Chris Paul didn't say a word.
Beverly has had such a great impact.
All Chris Paul did was look at him, and then they got pushed him.
26-point game. There's just no place in the game for that. It's been a hard-fought series.
You see, and Patrick got to think he got to be a little bit smarter than that because he's a great defender. Um, does that make his stock go down? When his time when his contract's up, I don't know. Paul George shoots and scores a three. Devin Booker still in the game and still hitting with 5 minutes and 21 seconds left on the clock. Kennard shoots the three for LA, 98, 121. Yeah, Chuck. I know he did, but at that time, this time, all Paul did, all Chris Paul did was look at him. That's all I did was look at him this time. My bad, Scott Blue. Yes, he's injured. They don't know if he's going to play tomorrow. I mean, it was pretty bad too. It was a pretty bad hyperextension. So his leg has got to be really sore today. He walked off the court, but he limped off the court. Now hyperextension, I mean, it's kind of funny. You don't know. Sometimes you don't know how long it's going to take to come back from that. And I was talking about this at the beginning of the game. Giannis does a lot of Euro steps, long Euro steps. And when you hyperextend anything, it makes your leg, that knee, a little bit weak. And for him to not be able to do that, that's going to hurt his offense, even if he does play. One thing about it is the series is tied up 2-2. So even if Giannis doesn't play tomorrow, and they don't win or they lose, he could still possibly play the next game, right? Because it won't be over. And both teams got to win two more games to advance. What's up, Nathan? What's going on? Getting ready for school. Devin Booker shoots. He misses a three. And we have another. Who's that? Craig. Craig is hitting the face. Devin Booker finally puts his mask on. With 2 minutes and 58 seconds left on the clock. Actually got hit under the chin. Coach may start thinking about getting some of these guys out. Because it looks like Lou has conceded the victory. He's pulled out Paul George. He pulled out Reggie Jackson. And, it's a shame for the Clippers that Kawhi Leonard couldn't play with the way they did. With the way they were able to play without him. As deep as they were able to go without Kawhi Leonard, that says a lot about Lou. Says a lot about Paul George and the guys playing around him. And right now, I don't know why Coach still has Chris Paul, Devin Booker on the floor right now. Well, I mean, it's a 21 point lead, and I feel you, Coach. I've done this too. Chris Paul shoots another three, and it's good. Please get Chris Paul off the floor before he gets hurt, Coach. Don't want a freak accident. Kennard, wide open three. He's off the mark. You need to get Chris Paul off the court. You need to get Devin Booker off the court. It's 2 minutes left.
Clippers bench. Gets a technical foul for looking and talking to the Clippers bench. But he didn't want to dwindle down the clock and wait for subs to come in. He wants a timeout. Now, he wanted that technical.
Chris Paul gets a technical.
And the Suns, not only had they not made the playoffs in the past 10 years,
Come
they
on,
had
coach.
zero
You need to take him off the court.
winning season. And they had some brutal seasons.
Hey, I hope you pass your test tomorrow there, Nathan.
21 games, 23 games. Last year, they turned it around a bit as Coffee misses the technical free throw by going 8-0 in the bubble. You could see things were starting to change. Young talent. And then they added Chris Paul and Jay Crowder. And this has been a dream season for the Phoenix Suns. And it's not over yet. Other coaches emptying the benches. So much emotion for Chris Paul. And he's going to be in the Hall of Fame someday. And now he's going to be able to
All right, so
play by the end of the year.
I I I was gonna ask I was gonna ask, do you agree with Chris Paul and Devin Booker still being on the floor, but with 2 minutes left on the clock, but coach just took him out.
It's a whole different level.
I've seen this happen where you have your scorers, your best players on the court too long and they get hurt. And that's the first thing everybody's going to say is, why was he on the court with a 22-point lead anyway, with 2 minutes left on the clock? But he gets him off the court. Uh, Chris Chris Paul is doing a little chirping, and that's another reason to get him off the court because it might be somebody out there, another Patrick Beverly out there. He goes up to shoot the ball, and they put their foot under his on purpose, and he twists the ankle, and then he's out.
Bonnie Lee actually went to visit him prior to his, it's a
Suns continue to score.
and what an impressive
Score is now 128-102.
Chris
Oh
Paul
yeah, my bad, Nathan. Yeah,
through
I hope you.
he had 37
Yeah, I got 15 more minutes now before it's tomorrow here. But yeah, hey, I hope you pass your test today.
in the conference finals. Robert Sarver, the owner, disappointing ending to what was such an impressive
Yeah, well,
run for Paul George.
do a little bit of do a little bit of
As with
quick
so much still to come.
quick summarizing. Skim through some information,
Struggled the last couple of games.
and hopefully you'll be ready. Hopefully you'll do okay on it.
Points, 56% shooting from the field. Oturo's shot won't go.
Okay, Nathan, you're not worried about it. I hear you.
They will have home court advantage in the finals, regardless if it's Milwaukee or Atlanta. That series tied at 2 games apiece in the East.
Chris Paul finally gets to the finals.
And ironic that Chris Paul makes his first finals by beating the team
Yeah, that is ironic. He was playing for the Clippers, and he finally beats the team that he was playing for
Sports Center.
2 years ago.
Big reaction as Giannis and Trae Young's injuries changed the Eastern Conference Finals. The best thing SVP saw from a busy day in sports. The best thing
33 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen.
the second half. And he's had his share of heartbreaking playoff losses. But a time to celebrate as he will go to his
He probably Chuck. He probably will.
Willie Green.
I'm sure he's gonna go shake Paul George's hand.
Backcourt violation again. We'll scribble it out.
He would have shook Patrick Beverly's hand too, but you know,
So many of them. Game 4 against the Lakers, games 3 and 4 against Denver, and now games 4 and 6 here against the
Patrick went off on him.
Conference Finals.
All he did was look at him. That's all he did. He gave him a look, and
50-49.
Patrick Beverly went off.
Conference Finals return for the Phoenix Suns for the first time in 28 years.
All right, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the first team that's into the NBA championship series. Will be the Phoenix Suns.
Those two coaches, Mark Miller, they did magnificent work to break down basketball lines. mutual respect and admiration for each other. And a rough ending for Paul George and the Clippers.
You know,
If
if
Paul
Paul
George
George
shook
shook
anybody's
anybody's
hand,
hand,
it
it
was
was
real
real
quick.
quick
Spectacular
because
victory
he's
Because
back there
for the
already.
Charlotte Hornets. And you love to see this respect at the end of a very hard-fought playoff series. And you look at Ty Lue, a former player. You look at Chauncey Billups, a former player.
Chauncey
Chauncey
Billups,
Billups,
you're gonna
you're
be
gonna be
coaching
coaching
next
next
year.
year.
Marched to try to get to the NBA Finals and be a champion. You know how hard that is? And they acknowledge his greatness in his pursuit. They lose only 4 games. Here's Mark Bryant, the assistant who's a wonder to DeAndre Ayton. Only lose 4 games in the first 3 rounds. 12-4 in these playoffs. 6-2
I
I
hear
hear
Nathan.
Nathan.
Hey, have a
Hey,
good
have a
time
good
at
time at
school
school
today,
today,
man.
man.
2021 Western Conference champions. And I just want to say this.
Yep,
Yep,
Rondo was
Rondo was
hurt. He
hurt. He
played a
played a
little
little
bit.
bit.
Uh,
Uh,
Chris
I
Paul
I
think
think
to me is
maybe
maybe
in
in
game
game
one or
one or
two of
two of
this one
this
right
one
here.
right here.
to me is more impressive than some teams that's won a championship.
But
But
I
I
think
think
his
his
injury,
injury
it
it
ended up
ended up
keeping him
keeping him
out
out
because
because he didn't
he didn't
he
play
didn't
a
play a
whole
whole
lot.
lot.
Well, every place he's
Didn't play
Didn't
a
played,
play
whole
a
lot.
whole lot.
he's made that impact.
He
He
really didn't
really
have
didn't have
a
a
big
big
impact
impact
in the
in the
game
game
once he
once he
did
did
get out
get
there
out there
those
those
times.
times.
Devin Booker started his first round against the playoffs at a 47.2 game
That's
That's
right.
right.
So
So
right
right
now,
now,
at his very best.
you
you
just
just
don't
don't
go into
go
the
into the
locker
locker
room.
room.
They
They
actually
actually
won
won
the.
the
This is the
this is the
Western
Western
Conference
Conference
Finals
Finals
Championship. So
Championship.
they
So they
won the
won the
Western
Western
Conference
Conference
Championship.
Championship.
They're the
They're the
Western
Western
Conference
Conference
champs.
champs.
So was
So
that
is
Lil
that Lil
Wayne?
Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lil
Lil
Weezy on
Weezy
the
on the
floor.
floor.
He
He
look
look
like
like
an
an
old
old
man.
man.
But
But
yeah. So
yeah,
they
so they
don't.
don't
They
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 do.
do
I
I
guess they
guess they
present
present
whatever.
whatever
Right
right
now is
now
why
is
they're
why they're
not
not
leaving.
leaving. They
They're
they're
getting the
getting the
little
little
hats,
hats,
got
got
their
their
shirts.
shirts.
So they got Jay Crowder playing defense as he hit 19. And Paul's going to enjoy this before he gets set. Remember, Chris Paul, game one of these playoffs, injured his right shoulder. People are starting to say, oh no, what happened to Chris Paul? And the first thing
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
said
So
so
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
and
and
the
the
Suns.
Suns.
was magnificent against Denver. Denver
Well,
just
Well,
couldn't
this is
this
not
is
the
not the
first
first
time the
time the
Suns
Suns
organization
organization
has
has
been
been
to a
to a
finals. You
finals. You
know,
know,
they
they
had
had a
big
big
Charles
Charles
Barkley.
Barkley.
They
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 they've
they've
went.
went.
Um,
Um,
but
but
this
this
first
first
time
time
Chris
Chris
Paul's
Paul's
gone this
gone this
far.
far,
So
so
let's go to review.
it's
it's
gonna be
gonna be
interesting.
interesting.
It's gonna
It's
be
gonna be
interesting
interesting
because
because
whichever
whichever
team
team
comes out
comes
of the
out of the
East,
East,
that
that
team
team
right
right
there
there
can
can
beat them.
beat them.
Will
Will
will they
will
be
they
able
be
to
able
beat
to
them
beat them
four
four
times?
times?
And
And
right
right
now
now
everybody
everybody
is
is
healthy.
healthy.
So
So
uh,
uh,
I- we
we
could
could
be.
be.
Who
Who
said
said
that?
that?
Blue,
Blue,
sky
Sky
blue.
Blue.
We
We
could be
could be
looking
looking
at
at
the
the
NBA,
NBA,
the
the
NBA
NBA
champions
champions
right
right
here.
here.
Could
Could
possibly be
possibly be
looking at
looking
them.
at them.
All
All
right.
right.
So
So
we got
we
to
got to
get
get
this
this
Eastern
Eastern
Conference
Conference
champion
champion
decided.
decided.
It
It
is
is
tied
tied
up
up
right
right
now. It's
now. It's
two to
two to
two.
two.
Miles will
Miles
be
will be
0-0.
0-0.
So the
So the
next
next
group that
group that
wins
wins
two
two
games.
games.
Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul,
Chris
Chris
Paul.
Paul,
Chris
Chris
Paul
Paul
feeling
feeling
his
his
he
he
feeling
feeling
emotions. He
emotions. He
just
just
cursed on
cursed on
national
national
TV.
TV,
Said
said
the
the
S
S
word, but it
word, but
was
it was an
accident.
accident.
It took 16 years for one of the premier
Wow,
Wow,
4
16
16
years to
years to
get
get
this
this
far.
far.
now at age 36.
But
But
Start to say he's on his decline.
um
um,
What he did last year was magnificent with
yeah,
OKC.
yeah.
so
So
Into the playoffs. And then this year comes to a Phoenix
you
you've
got
Suns
got
that not been to the playoffs since
either the
either the
2014.
Bucks
Bucks
or the
or the
Hawks
Hawks
that will be
that'll be
playing this
playing this
team right
team
here.
right here.
Every single one of these players
And the
And the
Suns
Suns
can
can
beat the
beat the
Bucks
Bucks
and the
and the
Hawks.
Hawks.
will wake the winner.
All right,
Right.
and
And
that's
that's
another
another
reason why
reason
I
why I
said at the
said at the
beginning
beginning
of
of
the
the
broadcast,
broadcast,
begin this
begin this
series.
series.
I
I
like
like
what the
what the
outcome
outcome
could
could
be
be
because
because
anybody
anybody
that's
that's
on the
on the
court
court
can win
can
the
win the
game. It's
game.
like
It's like
no
no
dominant
dominant teams right now. All the first place teams are out. So these teams right here,
Hoping some point he can get back in that series.
whoever gets there, whoever wins, it's gonna be all about this right here, baby.
A tough way for a magnificent season to
This
start.
heart right here.
Final score, Game 6, Suns 120, Clippers 103. Phoenix wins in 6 games for our relationship with Oregon. Director Jimmy Moore and our outstanding ESPN crew. And of course, it's Jeff Mark and Ray Newman. Mike Green Sports Center coming up next. And we will have full coverage of the Western
All right,
Conference
so
presentation. That's next
um,
as the Suns
not sure if I'm going to stream tomorrow, but that will be an interesting game to watch. Uh, Depending on who wins, definitely I will be watching the next game. Um, and it would be interesting. It would be really interesting if uh, one of those teams won two games back to back and go ahead and get it over with. But it could go all the way to Game 7 with the Bucks and the Hawks. Yep, y'all going to the finale. Going to the finale. Everybody, thank you tonight for showing up. Thank you for hanging out with me. Look for the schedules. Look for those. If you got the notifications on, listen for the notifications for my next stream. Uh, for those who don't know it, I have a page. I have a channel. Go to my channel, G Daddy Media. The G and the M are capitalized and everything else is together. Go check out my videos. It's going to be more to come, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get things together. More to come. I just really enjoy doing these live streams. And with that said, the NBA season is slowly but surely coming to an end. And the next big thing that's up will be football. So join me, guys, when the NFL returns. I'll be there. Yeah, Andrew must be really busy. Hey, I appreciate that, Mackenzie. I got to get better at doing those. I want to do those. I want to do things that I don't want to do a bunch of trash, bunch of garbage. Speaking of cleanup, but I want to see if I can get better at doing little sketches like that. So I appreciate that. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Hang on, let me check one more thing. Yes, sir. I got 11 likes. There you go, Coach. There you go. Uh, let's actually end on the box scores. So for the Suns, yeah, they're getting their conference trophies right now. But for the Suns, Crowder had 19. I said he was going to have a good game. Bridges had 9. Aiden had 16. They fed the big man. Chris Paul ended up with 41 dang points. Booker 22. You got 41 points and 22 out of your best players. You're going to win every game. Sarge had 7 points. Smith 2. Craig 3. Payne had 7 points. Carter 2. And Moore 2. For the Clippers, Morris ended up with 26 points, the veteran. Beverly had 11. Jackson 13. Paul George had 21. Terrence Mann had 5 points. Batum had 9. Cousins had 12. Aturu had one, Kennard three, and Coffee had two. Uh, but the score ended up being 130 to 103. And new Western Conference champions, the Phoenix Suns. All right, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, guys, again, thank you for showing up. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so very much. And I will see you guys next time. Hey, I appreciate that, guys. We're gonna try to get better at those. Yeah, right now the Phoenix Suns are getting their trophy. Now they're talking to Chris Paul.
16 years.
16 years in the league. This is his
No
first,
one is watching because
excuse me, first NBA
I said this to you
final.
before. What does this mean to you to take in this moment when you think back on all this time?
Man,
Because he's been
all
close.
the people around me. You know what I mean? And to do it here in LA with the Clippers is my family too. I got here 6 years with the Clippers. We fought hard. A lot of these fans, Billy Crystal, that's my family. You know what I mean? So to do it here against a team that I got the most respect for, I'll always be a Clipper. I love these fans. You know what I mean? But this crew right here, this crew right here,
This crew right here.
this crew right here, man, since day one, they opened me, they welcomed me with open arms. Coach, we did this 10 years ago in New Orleans, and we still got a lot of work to do because we're going to enjoy this. My family up top, I love y'all. Y'all see them right here? That's my game. Straight up, 16 years of this. 16 years, surgery, hard work, losses, bad losses, but we're going to enjoy tonight. We're going to enjoy.
You've talked in this playoffs how a lot of people thought when you went to Oklahoma City, okay, well, he's just going to finish his career off that way without another bite at the apple of tasting something like this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I can look at this all night, and I probably will continue, but I'm gonna get off of here. Thank you guys for for watching with me, and I will see you next time.
That's why I write my shoes every day.
Peace.
Straight up.